Welcome to episode 6 of the Lactor of Podcast, DJDubC Flemoxicillin, and our guest today is Condulce, aka Tim. Tim, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I didn't realize that his name is pronounced Flemoxicillin.
Yeah.
I've never heard it pronounced fully.
Oh,
really?
Yes, on my birth certificate. Yeah. That's
yeah, because by short you go by Flem, so.
Yeah, that's what I've always just heard Flem.
Mm-hmm. But go ahead.
Oh no, so yeah, I go by a lot of different names, but Flem is the easiest for people to say. Most people can't pronounce it Flemoxicillin, so
yeah,
it's easier just to shorten that.
I try to say his real name, but he doesn't allow me.
No,
so
we don't speak in my real name on this planet Earth.
He's like the
Flem, of course.
He's the only friend that doesn't let me say his actual name.
He's one to talk.
but anyway, Flem, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, not too crazy this week. Just had Sonic, the fast food restaurant, not the Hedgehog, and it's pretty gross. So things are going great.
I'm kind of
Not the mayonnaise sandwich I just had.
Oh.
Not the mayonnaise chicken sandwich.
I'm kind of disappointed they don't do the roller skating anymore, like you said.
They don't do it. They do it by me.
Do they really?
I think the workers around here are just not about it.
Wait, you guys are both in Texas though.
Yeah.
I promise you, I'm not lying.
Oh, okay. Right. Maybe you just had the one employee that was like, "Nah, I'm not doing it today."
Yeah.
To be fair, I haven't gone in like a couple months. Maybe they.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's been the last 3 months they rid away with all the skating. So.
Okay, that's probably maybe it's been a while since I've gone, but like the last. Back in New York when they first brought one by me, they put the Sonic on a hill, so none of the skating they didn't. Nobody.
As soon as they go outside and they start rolling down the hill.
That'd be funny.
I don't even know what the risks would have been because like it was a hill that led to like a busy road. So,
Oh no!
I think I know why they got rid of the skates.
Yeah,
for some of the locations at least.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anyway, Flem, so what game are you on this week? We know you're on what, I?
Yeah, so I just finished, well, I kind of finished Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. Anybody ever heard of it? Anybody? Wonderful.
I've heard of it, never played it.
Yeah, it's a lot better when you're younger, I think, because I revisited it and it was very slow, and I have only a few days to beat the game, so it was really hard to do that.
It didn't look like a game you could beat, though.
Yeah, but we're just gonna say, for all intents and purposes, that I did beat it.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying it looked like an Animal Crossing type of thing.
Yeah, it was. I think it's one of the few Harvest Moon games you can beat.
Okay.
But it's all just basically about passing time. But your boy needed to make money in that time, and he was not doing it. But this week should be. So we're on I. I haven't really finally picked one, but I did get a suggestion for a game called "I Love You, Colonel Sanders."
I love you, Colonel Sanders.
That's
a KFC game.
Ronnie, did you play that?
It sounds like
I haven't played it. No, I probably would. It's like an indie game in a way.
It's free on Steam. I've already downloaded it.
So it's an indie game then. Yeah.
It's the KFC dating sim, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a dating simulator as far as I know.
Oh yeah, I'd play it.
So I'm really excited to get down and learn the secret recipe from the Colonel himself.
Okay, nice. Well, anyway, we're here to talk about you, Tim. So we need to know your origin, man. What made you want to be a streamer? How'd you come up with your name? All that good stuff, man.
And I want you to put it in a package like you're trying to sell it to us.
Yeah.
You seem like a very
like you're walking up to our door and
you just not.
You're trying to sell it. Yeah.
I looked out the window first, was afraid to answer, but then I answered.
I'm opening up. I got my shirt off. I'm ready to hear your story.
I'm right behind Ronnie, hugging him, and I'm also shirtless. Go.
I don't know. I feel like I've been a nerd for a long time. So like a lot of the YouTube content I consumed over the years was always gaming related or lore related. So that probably like inspired me to like want to do content related stuff. And then one day, I guess my Twitch origins is that I started watching Twitch in 2020. Like, I have an account from like 2017, but I started watching in 2020 because play a game called Escape from Tarkov, and they were doing drops. So I was had my for like 7 days straight, just crabbing them. And then a couple months later, my friend was like, "Hey, we should start streaming." And I was like, "That sounds so cool." And he told me like how to set up OBS, very basic. Ran that like no cam, nothing like that. And then I think I took like a year off after that because didn't really grow at all. Had like just the one viewer, me. And then
That their phone account.
Yeah.
that was it.
I think we've all done that.
Oh yeah.
But then I met Ari's community, and from there I met Martine, and Martine was like, "Hey, I've seen you streamed every once in a while. You should stream more often." And from there, it's this history where I started, meeting more people, streaming more often.
Yeah.
Little niche area. Chill.
And now you're streaming like every night.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I'm like on a roll, and other times I'm like, I'll see you guys in weeks.
Right. So you were talking about Tarkov. Would you say that's like your favorite game?
I doubt it.
It's not.
I can just feel that. I can feel everyone hating that game every now and then.
I love Tarkov. I think it's one of my favorite games of all time. But I feel like I can never pick like a favorite game. I can pick games by genre. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
I've like, because like if I'm like, oh, I love Tarkov, but I'm also like, I love Baldur's Gate. Those are two completely different games. I can't compare them.
Yeah.
The whole apples to oranges debate there.
Yeah, like they're both games, but they're not like the same type of thing. They're not hitting the same itch.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, life is not fair, and you're getting sent to an island, and you have to pick one. So.
Oh
no! So, do you want to be stressed out for 8 years on an island playing Tarkov, or do you want to go on fantasy quests? And also, there's other options here. I don't know if these don't have to be the two games, but
right.
We always
I know
wonder,
all the games that you love, so.
You're saying like, if I'm stranded on an island, what game I pick? I get one game.
Yeah, and somehow you have working internet, a computer.
Great.
Yeah, and you can stream it. And you can stream it, so you can still talk to chat and everything.
You were the last kid that Epstein brought, and then everything happened, and you're still there. Okay, so you have everything you want, but
one game.
And we could circle back if it's too hard. We could talk a little bit more.
Yeah.
I know what I instantly knew what I was going to say. I would play League. As much as I hate League, I would play League. That would just be my one game.
Major League Baseball? What year?
Oh, yeah, true. I would pick League of Legends. As much as I love and hate the game, it is something that I can still play. Yeah.
Flem, did you know that Tim went up against Nick Merckx one day on League?
That is
no kidding.
He had a game. Anyone?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That should have been your start of your origin story there.
True. Actually, that was actually my first stream ever. No,
Was it streamed? Was it all in?
Yeah, I was playing League as I was doing at the time, like rank grinding, and then Ronnie's like, "Hey, I think you're playing against Nick Merckx," and I was like, "Am I?" So I go to check his stream, and I'm like, "This is the exact same matchup, everything." I had seen my name. I'm like, "Oh, that is me."
Yeah. Oh, so you stream sniped. No wonder you won.
Hear me out. I already had him like 4 deaths down before I even knew.
I actually don't. I don't know a lot about League and Nick Merckx. I bet is Nick Merckx known for that type of game?
He played it for a while because he got.
I think I've only ever heard him play other games.
Because that was after what he had that Call of Duty controversy going on.
All right, like wasn't it like a skin controversy? Like he had a skin in there. They were like, actually, no, you don't, or something like that.
Didn't he say some phobic things?
He made some comments about saying, like the transphobic type stuff.
Yeah,
so
I remember that. So he's always getting the heat with all that anyway.
Yeah.
And they took his skin away, so he stopped playing COD for a while and switched to League. I think he played a few other things too. But now
so when he was at his lowest, you said, "You know what? We're gonna keep it going."
I don't know that like this was not a safe space for him.
Go back to your COD, buddy.
Yeah.
And now he is. Tim beat him in League, and now he's back on COD.
That's actually the exact story of how it went down. I forced him back.
Right?
That's what
Well, that's really cool though. So, do you think that competitive gaming, because obviously games like Tarkov, that's very stressful, and I think League is, from what I've ever looked at with League, it's been really stressful. Do you lean more towards a competitive side of gaming? Is there that streak in you that wants to tear someone else down?
Yes, I would say
yes, there
two
is.
modes. I'm either playing like single player story games most of the time, or I'm just running it on comp. Like whatever games I'm playing, I'm either running I'm running CS, I'm running League, sometimes Valo, Apex, like anything with a competitive scene. I'm giving it a try.
For sure.
That's good though. You seem competitive in a good way. I don't think it's a bad thing, especially with the Tarkov being. Was that like your first introduction to computer gaming, or were you playing?
No, I think computer gaming wise for like shooters, I probably played CS. Yeah.
Okay.
Old CS, like back in high school, I did one of those like computer classes, and we built computers in there, and we played. We had flash drives, and we would put them onto the computers to like be able to put CS and Halo CE on. Play that.
Nice.
Right
Nice.
in the middle of class, huh?
Yeah. 100% actually.
Yeah.
We had a teacher that, like, after a certain point, he was like, actually, you guys can't play CS. You can only do Halo because CS looks too realistic. We were like, okay. And then we only had the Halo flash drive after that.
I like Halo too, so that's good too. Yeah. Is there any games that you're like looking forward to? I know there's been like a lot of betas coming out, like 2XKO, Spectre to Divide, Delta Force. Any like games that you're looking forward to that you know you're gonna play for a bit?
I know games coming out this year is Space Marines 2, Stalker 2, and then probably Black Ops.
Oh, Black Ops, that's right. Yeah.
Space Marines is definitely the major contender on my radar since I love Warhammer.
Nice.
Oh, nice. There you go. Was
Yeah.
there a game? So he's talking about games that are upcoming, but was there a game that you believed was going to be taking off over these past couple of years, where you were like, when this comes out, I'm going to be gone? But then when it came out and you started, and you just kind of felt like no one was with you on that train.
Sometime.
We'll forgive you for not having a specific.
I don't know, like
one.
off top, I can't think, but like it's definitely happened where like I'll be like, I'm gonna play this game, and I hope everybody plays it, and I'm like the only one like at the time. I think most recently was probably Dark Tide, but that's already like over. So I don't know.
Dark Tide. I liked Dark Tide. I thought that was fun.
I think it was fun, but like at the time, nobody really played it. And then afterwards, some people were like, "Actually, I like that." Nobody played it at the time. I wanted to play it. I was literally by myself.
Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was gonna say, so we know about your streaming career and when you began, but what's the other half to that? We didn't hear much about the name Con_Dulce, if that's even pronounced correctly, because I tried looking you up and all I would get was food related items.
So I originally always ran with the name Pie Guy. Back on the original Xbox 60 times, it was Pie Guy 42, and then because I couldn't get 97, like, oh, I wanted to be 47. Couldn't get it.
42.
Yeah, I picked the number. But yeah, that was that original name, and then when I got into streaming, Pie Guy was taken, and I was like, it's like different variations were all taken. So I was like, what do I do here? So at first I went by like Pie Guy Streaming, and then I was like, this name is cringe. So I didn't want to stream on that name. So I was like, I gotta come up with something new. And there's a Dominican dessert called habichuelas con dulce, which is like a sweet thing. But I was like, I'll just take the con dulce part, which is like the with sweet, or like some people with candy, whatever like variation in the context. And I was like, I'll run with it.
Nice.
I knew it had something to do with sugar.
Yeah.
So originally you're from New York, and I actually have a question for both of you. You're from New York, Flem, you're from Delaware. Now you're both in Texas. I want to know the differences of what you guys like between the both and what you hate between the both. From both of you.
The
'Cause you were
differences
both
between New York, Delaware, and Texas.
So no, so okay, so East Coast and Central, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take it away, my man.
I'm sad liquor stores are closed on Sundays. I'll say that.
Are they open on Sundays in New York?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, isn't it odd though? Is there even? Do they sell alcohol in gas stations in New York?
No, it's you can get beers, but like that's it.
Yeah. I think that's this isn't really related to Texas compared to, but when I was in Illinois, they sell alcohol in gas stations. They don't have liquor stores very often, at least in the area that I was. So that was kind of a weird change between the Midwest to the East Coast.
Yeah.
They actually do sell them in gas stations now. Alcohol in gas stations over here in Delaware.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a gas station here where they have like a whole liquor section. It's crazy.
It's really good. I think it's a really good marketing idea. You're on a long drive, you pull over at the gas station. I think it's really smart. Your passenger won't fall asleep.
Right.
Hook them up a little bit. Smart. I think the biggest thing for me it's probably, and I think this is the answer no matter where you go, is food, right? You know, being in East Coast, it was a lot more seafood that was like people were proud of their seafood because it was like caught right along the areas that you're in. You know
Maryland area, yeah.
Yeah, it's like always like, and it's seafood and it's from here, and there's like a big thumbs up. But like here, it's just like everything that's available is like, we think it came from the ocean this way, or like we don't really know. So it's like,
Gotcha.
so I think I like seafood, so I think that'd be like my biggest thing. And you're kind of close to you're Houston area, I believe.
Yeah.
So you're close to a lot of that, but I'm like 4 hours away from that, so it's a little different.
Yeah. I would say food's definitely like a big. My thing, it's not really like I don't mind it, but the distances of everything is like. I grew up on an island that how long? How long is it? Down to actually no, it's 118 miles long, but like
It's still not very
100
big.
no, for like a Texas drive, I could drive 118 miles and be like, oh, I'm going to the city
Yeah,
and back. But like that's the entire island's length. So like for me, everything used to be the time to places would be like, oh, I'm gonna drive a couple miles. It might take me 20-30 minutes. This is gonna be like 20-30 minutes. I'm driving like to Guam. Like, that's a difference.
How long did you live? How long were you in New York for? Was that where you were born and raised, or?
Yeah, I was born and raised on Long Island in New York, which is basically, for those who don't know, if you know where New York City is, it's just to the right and south. It's like it's kind of connected to New York City at certain points. Like,
so where is this fairy tale accent I always hear about? Does that not existent for you? Are you rejecting it? Are you not yourself right now?
The New York accent is a New York City accent. So I didn't grow up in the city.
Oh, I've heard of Long Island accents. I've seen
Long Island
Impractical Jokers.
Listen,
They
Long
talk
Island,
about they talk about it.
Long Island just pronounce like certain things differently. Like we get like long O's and stuff like that.
And you just managed to dodge all that.
I think I just slowly lost it because of how often I talk to people on the internet. So
Yeah,
that whole like thing where it's like, oh yeah, everybody's slowly losing accents because they're just talking to people from like all the time.
very cool. And so the tea, is the tea there good? The Long Island iced tea, was that made there? Did you know the guy who made that?
No, I don't know the guy that made it, but that is one of my favorite drinks.
When you drink it now, do you feel like this urge to tell people around you, I'm from here?
I actually nowadays I tell people I'm born and raised in Texas, even though I wasn't.
Dang.
Oh wow! Wow!
Like, yeah, I'm Texas, born and raised, brother. I've been here for like a year and a half.
Depending where you are in Texas, I don't think people are gonna believe you.
Oh no, absolutely not. I've met people with like the real deep accent. I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Convince somebody I'm the same as. But yeah. If anybody asks, I'm like, no, I'm a pure Texan, and it's like I've only been here for a year.
And what brought you to Texas? If you don't have to answer, I just
came with my family. That was it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was like New York's very expensive, Texas not as expensive, and yeah.
Nice. So, going back to streaming, one thing that I notice you do, which a lot of streamers don't, is streamers usually when they do like goals and stuff, they do it through like donos or sub goals or stuff like that. You do it through channel points. What made you want to do it through like channel points and stuff?
I don't want to ask people for money. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, right.
That's pretty much it.
I like that.
I've only done like one subathon, and I was like, I only did it because I wanted a little bit of extra funds for TwitchCon, and I was like, time.
Yeah. So, would you have a favorite challenge that you've done so far? Because I know you've done a lot of crazy ones.
Name your challenges first. If you were to rank your challenges.
Oh yeah, I was gonna name them myself, but let's hear it from you.
Favorite,
Wait, you have a list of them? Do you know them?
I know some of your. Most of your. I know your most popular ones that you've done.
The most popular one was the food pockets. That was the one. That was
okay.
Also led to like my most watched.
Yeah, so you gotta elaborate for Flem.
Okay, so there was one time I was doing a different challenge, and it was gonna be to do a cosplay. Like let me not say challenge. It was a community goal to do a cosplay. Got there, and I was like, I'll let you people pick. Terrible mistake. Never let chat decide. And they were like, put raviolis in your pockets. And I was like, I'm not doing that. That's not a cosplay. I ended up doing a different cosplay. They were like so adamant about me putting different foods in my pockets. I was like, I'll tell you what, new community goal, food pocket, one time. Ended up doing it twice. The first time I think I did like
raviolis. I hope it was raviolis.
It was spaghetti. It was Chef Boyardee. I don't remember if it was spaghetti.
That says enough. Don't worry, that's fine.
But yeah. So
did you have to eat the food?
There's a clip of me eating the food out of my pocket. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually my most viewed clip on Twitter.
You got to make it a TikTok clip.
I think I did.
Oh, you do?
I think it's on there. I could be wrong, but I gotta post it on YouTube. So I guess.
Oh yeah, YouTube's good too.
That was probably the most popular one. My favorite one was the time I did a shoey. I liked it.
You like to what?
The shoey?
No, but it cut off. You said you like to do what?
The shoey.
What is the shoey?
A shoey is an Australian thing where you pour your drink into your shoe and then you drink it out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That sounds very lovely.
Yeah, that was probably my favorite.
I think mine that you've done obviously has to be Kyootbot's dating show.
Oh, God, I forgot that was a community goal. That one stressed me out the most.
Yeah, Flem, he was on a dating show, a live Twitch dating show.
Oh my gosh.
And he got brought back 3 times.
Yeah, he got brought back 3 times. He did really, really good.
Did you find love all 3 times?
Yeah, we'll go
was
with
it
that.
rigged?
It's like she has a boyfriend, and like everybody knows that she does. So like you go on there just for the fun of it,
right?
Okay.
But like
it's like a friendship show.
Yeah.
Would you fart?
We talked about farting. All I'm gonna say is that did I say some out of pocket things on the show? Yes. Was it hilarious? Yes. Was it the most stressful thing I've ever done streaming? Also yes. I think my adrenaline was pumping the entire time because like it was like 3K people watching, and I'm like, if anything stupid I say, it's over.
I think if it wasn't for those 2 dudes in chat trying to eliminate everybody, you would have definitely won that.
Yeah, there was like 2 guys that were like mass, because like the way she has it set up is that people can pay to either give somebody more life or pay to get rid of life for people. And there was these 2 guys that wanted to get rid of as many people as possible, so they were like donating insane amounts of money to be like get rid of 40 people. Yeah.
How many people were part of the dating thing?
It depends on the day.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. And anybody can really do it. Where you just like join her Discord and she'll like pop you on or something like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's fun.
Yeah, I think when we were watching you tried to get me in there because they were just eliminating everybody. I was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. Everybody else is too scared to go on there, and I'm like, I can't be the only one that's going on.
Ryan, you should do it. I think you would do very well. You might have to wear a different hat.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. We'll see. Would you ever do it again? Would you ever go on her show again?
Well, he's done it 3 times. I'm sure you have.
I don't know. Like, I would want to go on somebody else's.
Gotcha.
Like to like spice it up. I would go back on hers like I'm not like opposed to doing it, but like if I was gonna do another one, I would prefer to go on somebody else's first. But it's gotta be somebody that like lets me let it rip. You know what I mean?
All right, so we'll get you on Sup Caitlin.
You say that you've said some really out of pocket things. Someone lets you let it rip. What are you doing? Calling in bomb threats? What's going on? Like,
No.
what's happening?
I don't know, like you're talking about like pink eye, sucking farts out of somebody's butthole.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, stuff like that, you know, like casual conversation, like first date stuff, you know.
Oh yeah. I remember all those first dates where I talked about my sucking farts out of people.
No, she was like, I think she asked if I would, and I was like, yeah, because pink eye's not even that bad, or something like that. What am I scared of? I'm on a dating show where I want people to think I'm hilarious. I'm letting it rip.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Chat
did
was
really
around
good.
before.
You were, because there was like a money prize, right? And you were like, you
I
got
was
second place. Yeah, you got second place.
I lost to a Canadian man named Loopy.
Dude, isn't that wild that he had the same name and he's from Texas?
He was from. Wait, that guy was from Texas. I thought he was Canadian.
I mean, I'm sorry, Canadian. Yeah,
Oh, we have another Canadian friend named Loopy, and I was like, "There's no way he beat me."
It is wild. So, you also did the e-date thing for your stream. What would you say that you were more comfortable in?
That.
Yeah, so
I was
you
very comfortable with like the EPAL one.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, EPAL, that's right. So you would say, which one would you do first? Like if you had to do one of them again, which one would you do first?
The e-dating, and that's just because it's free.
Oh, got you. Oh yeah,
if it was free, I would run that.
What was that
like?
like?
Did you pay to be on the other show?
So no. Do you know what EPAL is, Flem?
I'm gonna pretend to know. Yeah.
Go ahead, Tim. I'll let you explain it to him.
You just pay somebody to do stuff with you online. So you can be like, can you sit in the Discord call with me? Or like you can be like, can you play the video game I Have No Friends? And then somebody will come and play games with you.
That's real?
But you pay for this like certain amount of games. Like if you're playing a game, you gotta play. Like if you want to play like 4 league games, you're paying for 4 league games.
Yep. I think
no one has little brothers or cousins.
Well, I said if you have nobody to play with, a lot of the times these people are paying to play with women. Did
you fulfill that role?
No, I paid the girl to play with me. I did not. I wasn't fulfilling the role of that.
Oh, but yeah, man, I did not know this existed.
Yeah, Tim knows what the people want.
Yeah, they were like, we want you to go on an e-date and play video games, and I was like, I guess. Then, that was fun though. Like the person I picked, they were very fun, very chill, good vibes. Everybody said that kept smiling. Good time watching. I was like, I smile when everybody was saying that I never smile when I play League, but I was smiling when I was playing with her, and I was like, this is a lie. I always smile.
Dude, we were sitting in a Discord call, literally watching you, and we were saying how happy you were actually playing League for once.
I'm always happy.
But you showed it. You showed it. But so you have a community goal now. Did you reach it? Did you reach it yet? Where you got to do the hot ones sauce?
I'm nowhere near that.
Okay, but it's still going on right now.
Yeah, it's at like 4%. I might lower the goal. I'll just end up doing it eventually. I'll never admit to that. But like, if the goal gets like a certain point, I'm like, I know that they want me to do it. I'm like, we're going at this for like 2-3 months. I'll just do it.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I've done that before too. But that's something that you guys have like in common because Flem is known for hot sauces. So, Flem, you got like any advice for him when he does it?
When you say the hot one sauces, which one do you mean? Do you mean the last one? Because that one's not as bad as some of the other before.
I've done all of them before, like from different seasons. His number 8 is like the ridiculously like the bomb. That one sucks.
I've done the bomb.
I know.
I hate it.
It is the worst hot sauce in the world. Not only in flavor, but in burn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ronnie should have some too. I
do have some. I do.
Let's say we end the show tonight, like doing that.
Oh God, no! I don't have any.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I mean, I would have been for it.
No, that hot sauce is very bad. I made the mistake at one point, and I thought that for a while they had one after it. It was called the Apollo hot sauce. Did you try that one?
Maybe.
The last ones, it was called like the last one, the Apollo, whatever. That one's not nearly as hot as this one.
Yeah. The other ones are supposed to be like Because the bomb is supposed to be like 100 and something thousand Scoville, and the other one's supposed to be like, oh, 2 million. The bomb's at like a tenth of that, and it's worse for whatever.
I gave up on that fake science. I have no idea what some of it. I'll eat a jalapeno and die more sometimes than some of this other stuff I have, which claim to be way hotter.
I don't understand it. I don't. They got like these numbers, and I'm like, I don't care what the numbers say. My mouth is on fire.
They keep using different people, and they just go by. Does it taste hot to them? They just dip their finger in. Oh yeah, that's real hot.
Dude, Flem does it for raids. He does it for follows. He does it for subs. He does it for everything.
Not the bomb. I do regular. I do other hot stuff.
For everything.
But you have a channel point redemption for it, right? For the bomb.
Yeah, I do. Yeah,
How many is that?
It's been raised up. It's 40,000.
Does it get redeemed a lot?
Lately, no. Thank God. I did a stream though one time. You may have been there for that run. I don't know, but I took the bomb hot sauce every 5 minutes for an hour.
I think I remember that. Oh my God.
Well, I did a John Travolta drawing contest.
I was there, yeah.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Some of this art that came out of this was so good. But yeah, I did that every five. It was a return stream, so I put on makeup, which I'd never done. I had to apply it myself. That was really rough. Which, by the way, there's no like manual on how to do that. I don't know if you've ever tried to put on eyeliner yourself. It's not easy.
No.
For a first timer. So it was smeared everywhere. It was bad news. And then the hot sauce made it real bad.
No, I couldn't even imagine every 5 minutes of that one. I would tap out. Oh
yeah, I was died for like a whole hour. I think it's gonna be on my obituary. They'll still blame it on that.
You're gonna have to get like tested, like the one, because doesn't the guy that does the hot one stuff, like he goes to the doctor like on a consistent basis to make sure he's not gonna like die or something from this, right?
That's what they say. I mean, I doubt it. You know, I used to do wings challenges. Like I actually genuinely used to really like hot sauce. That's where this all started. Now I really hate it
because you do it so much.
So you've done so you would go to like places and be like, I want your hottest wings, sir. And get,
I would do that stuff. And
okay,
before I was joining the military, I actually had like some recruiters being like, yeah, you can't do that no more because you're like ruining your stomach lining. I was like, no, I'm fine. Like, you're gonna get an ulcer. I was like, no, I'm fine. It's real bad. I've won a few of them, like just hot wings, like really, really hot. Like I had a few T-shirts that say, I did it. My picture's on a wall somewhere in Illinois.
Yeah. Nice.
I like that kind of stuff.
That's cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
If it involves eating, I'm down for it.
I've always wanted to do a food challenge, but I never find any around me. Like eating that.
Any of those where it's like eat like 12 pounds of meat. And I'm like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, the quantity ones. I don't know how anyone could do the quantity ones. That is crazy. That's like a real art form, though. I see people on the internet doing that all the time, and they're skinnier than probably skinnier than you.
Yeah, I've seen like this
They've
one.
Trained
and she's like tiny, and then she's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna let it rip." And like she gets the challenge done in like 5 minutes, and they're like, "Oh, you have 30 minutes." She's like, "I'm already done." I just gave it a plate.
Right?
Have you guys ever done any sort of challenge, like a hot dog eating contest, or like something at the fair, something that your mom? Did you ever eat a donut off a string? Some people do that.
Not any food challenges, no.
I don't think so.
You do something outside of
for the fun of it.
Yeah, well, you seem like a guy that would eat worms at the playground. So
not at like the playground, but like if somebody's like, "Oh, we have these weird foods," I'd be like, "I'll try it." Or if, like by weird, I mean like disgusting.
Like the experience of something weird or perceived weird, like from another culture.
Both. Yeah.
So would you eat like stomach lining? Would you eat?
Yeah.
Would you like eat? Yeah. All that kind of stuff.
If somebody was like, my grandma made the finest stomach lining for you to try, I'd be like,
yeah. Hopefully they don't market it like that.
Yeah.
The best stomach lining in all the land.
Yeah. I can't think of any challenges I've done that I remember, but I know I've done them. I just
like outside of food, or do you mean just like...
No, outside of food, but food-wise, I've never done one, but I would.
Well, I think some would say when you stayed up for like 30-something hours, right, streaming.
Oh yeah. Besides that,
right?
Yeah.
What was that? You ate something spicy, Ronnie. That like you looked like you were praying to God on your chair.
Oh, the hot chip. The hot chip, yeah. Yeah, I was on my knees.
Ronnie was like praying in his chair for asking for
Turn Ronnie into a believer.
It really looked like that because he was like kneeling down next to his chair, and I was like, "Is he praying?"
It lingered for so long, just the taste, and it lingered from like here to here for like hours. Oh my god. Yeah, I got that. I think it's on TikTok. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, that was it was a good time. But so I know you just went to a convention recently. Do you have like any other conventions that you're going to? I know you're a big convention guy too.
This year maybe there was like a collector's like convention, like Collecticon or something like that, but probably not too much. And then I'm excited because I think DreamCon's coming to Houston next year, so we're gonna try to go to that.
Where was it this year? Because I know it was in Texas.
It was in Texas. I think it was in like it was either in Dallas or Austin. It was one of those two.
Okay.
What's DreamCon? Is that where everyone goes to sleep?
It's like a I don't know how to word this properly.
Is it like that game Dream? They have a con for that?
It's like an anime convention, but it's primarily for. I think it's run by. I don't know how to word this properly.
It sounds like you're going to get in trouble.
No, I'm not. It's run and like more dedicated towards an African American audience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
A lot of streamers go though.
But, like, it's more oriented towards like that side of the fandom.
Anyone can go, but people like me shouldn't.
It's not that you shouldn't.
Is that what you're saying?
It's not that you shouldn't. It's more like because like a lot of conventions are normally I don't know how to word this. A lot of conventions are definitely more on like a.
Say the most racist thing you can say. Go ahead.
Let's say the demographics are normally skewed towards certain sides, so I guess to like have a place that's more for that demographic. Like more inclusive for that. So like they can have like a place where they feel more
without the whites. I gotcha.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think that's like primarily what it's for.
I can't imagine having the marketing for that. I can't imagine seeing a flyer that says, "By the way, keep the other guy at home." How does this happen? How did we know this?
I don't know. I feel like anybody can go. Was it Sketch was there and like some other people? So like you'll be fine.
Yeah, they had like a basketball tournament or something like that, and Sketch was a referee. Yeah.
You'll be fine. You can go.
Yeah, you can go.
I just always find that fascinating, the inclusive. Like, I just can't imagine there being a. How do you market that? How do you say we want this to be primarily for this demographic without making people feel odd?
I don't even know how I would go around that. I would be like, I would just make a sign, be like, "You're not allowed to imagine."
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You two should go together and IRL stream there.
If I'm allowed in, I don't know. I don't know what would happen. I might get kicked out. Or maybe I hear some people, they get makeup and they just put it all over their face and they go wherever they want and pretend like they're other. I think that's normal. I've heard that. Jimmy Kimmel did it. So
it could be like what's that guy? The Canadian Prime Minister. Be like that guy.
Oh yeah, sure enough. Yeah. I always hear that goes well.
Yeah. It's like honestly not even that controversial anymore. I think you can pull it off.
Yeah.
Pretty common. The movie White Chicks did it.
Yeah.
The other way.
Exactly. Do you go ahead?
I was gonna say, are you only going to TwitchCon? Is that like your last convention for the year, or?
This year, yeah, it's the only convention I have planned. There's not really many going on around like my area. Like not even like in the New York or Philly area. There's not many going on. Yeah. I want to I love going to horror conventions and stuff, but I just haven't seen many going on.
I still need to go to one of those. Archer keeps telling me to go to. Is it Midsummer Scream?
I've heard of it around here. You've probably heard of it, but we have Monster Mania. So I go to. Yeah, so Monster Mania they usually have in like Baltimore or Jersey. I think they have it in New York too. But I go there and I'll meet like the actors from horror movies and stuff. It's a good time. Do you have a favorite convention you've ever been to?
I don't know. I think maybe AX was maybe. Probably, I don't know.
When you go to these things, there's a nice little Easter egg. Do you rate your name as convention _ Dulce?
No, I'm too lazy to like change my name on anything.
See,
That's actually clever though.
I should do that now. Going forward, next year's TwitchCon, I'm doing that.
Do you cosplay every convention or just certain ones?
I try to. Like this, I was gonna cosplay for the one I went to, but I ordered a shirt and it just didn't arrive in time.
Oh really?
They were like, "We'll get it to you in 2 weeks," and they were like, "Haha, no," and I didn't get my shirt, so I was like, "Okay."
So wait, so what are you gonna do now? Do you have it?
I don't even know if it ever arrived. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh no! I was gonna say do it on stream then.
Yeah,
Make it a stream thing.
if I had the shirt.
Right.
They were like, it arrived, and I've never seen the package, so it is what it is. Yeah. I think I've to accept the fact that I lost like $15. So.
Oh man.
What was it like when you get Mark Rober on that for you?
Yeah.
What was it like? One of those? It was one of those TikTok buys. You bought it on TikTok and it never showed up.
It wasn't even on TikTok. It was like a Google ad.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't even TikTok. If it was TikTok, I'd ask for my refund. I don't even know. It was like from their website, and I was like, I'm never getting a refund from this website. It's like a foreign country on a shirt that never. I'm never getting that refund. I'll never see that money again. It's too much work to go hunt it down.
Yeah, I bought stuff on TikTok and it never showed up. So I know your pain.
I love the TikTok shop though.
When it's trustable. I bought weights. I bought weights and they never showed up.
Bruh. Did you get a refund on those?
Was it this calendar year? Because you still have a few months. They never said when they'd arrive.
You're not wrong, but I tried to contact them and I haven't gotten anything. So I think I lost money on that.
I'm actually so surprised that you guys shop. I immediately assume that all these things are scams. Like my brain doesn't even compute. Whenever I see buy this on the TikTok shop or these other websites, my first thought is there's just no way there's people buying it. But you guys are buying it, so you guys are you guys are literally crushing a thing of mine.
My thing is that most of the stuff I've bought off TikTok is like pre-workouts, and then I already know the brands, so I'm like, all right, I can trust it. Like this is them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be like,
but what makes you jump to that over like? Can't you get those brands from like the manufacturer website, or is it like
TikTok be offering like some crazy coupons sometimes? Like I've gotten stuff like more than half off from like TikTok shop deals.
And you're sure they didn't like dump out the old stuff and put in flour.
Listen, I still get the tingles. I don't know.
Well, you get the tingles from cocaine, my friend. Like,
listen, it could be, that's what they're giving me. I'll take it. Like, they're giving it to me on a discount. I'll do whatever. But yeah, no, I don't know.
And Ronnie, you just hate going to like a place that sells weights.
They look cool, so they look cool. I bought them, and they just never showed up.
They at least like discounted?
Yeah, they were discounted. Yeah.
Listen, I would run it for the TikTok coupons. I don't know if you've seen them, Flem, but they'll be like 60% off.
I literally just always assume, maybe it's because they seem like such good deals. My first thought is they're taking my identity, or that's not real. That's always I'm very skeptic. So that's a real thing. Well, maybe it's not because he hasn't gotten anything. Well, you both just have stories of not getting your items, so maybe not.
Mine wasn't from TikTok. I didn't get my. Oh yeah, everything I've ordered on TikTok, I've gotten. Like I ordered like Pokemon cards, pre-workouts, some other stuff. So like,
you guys are blowing my mind right now. I didn't know that any of this was real.
I've gotten workout stuff off TikTok though that actually showed up. It's just those weights didn't show up, so I lost money on that.
We gotta
make a TikTok about it.
Yeah, stitch their ad and be like, I actually never got my order 4 months later.
Right?
So you mentioned at the start that I think you kind of opened with, you said you're a huge nerd.
Yes.
Okay, so and then you're mentioning all these different conventions. Is there anything that you've gone to that maybe kind of fueled that nerd side of you that didn't have to do with media?
What, like going to it?
Yeah, convention-wise, or what are some of your interests that you would say are really nerdy? Like, could you recite Doctor Who from the first season to now? Like,
no, I'm not like a Doctor Who nerd. My thing is that like I don't know. I've just always liked getting into like the lore of stuff. Like even when I was like a kid, like if I was reading a book or something like that, like let's say I've read some of the Halo books when I was in like high school, like middle school to high school range. I would then go on my phone and start reading the Wikipedia on like all this stuff and stuff, like different things. So like I'll do that even now with like certain stuff, or like I watch a lot of lore videos. I know that's like media based, but like I'll deep dive into
that's
like
cool, stuff
if I'm interested in it.
I feel like you could have done a different path of where you could have made YouTube videos of doing lore. That's what it seems like in your alley.
You're a big anime guy.
Yeah, I could like start doing like little TikTok stuff like that on stuff, but I'd be falling asleep to lore videos. So like I would have to like actually get my knowledge straight again. Like certain things. Like actually, I'm gonna become #1 anime nerd guy again. But like I'd have to like pay attention again.
I keep on trying to learn, and I love it so much. But every time I do, I go to sleep.
Yeah. It's not a bad. I would want to. My thing though, the only reason I wouldn't want to do that is one, lore people normally get stuck in whatever community they're part of. Like if you're a Warhammer lore guy, you're a Warhammer lore guy till the end. If you're like an anime lore guy, you're an anime lore guy to the end. Like that's just what you are.
It's too much information. Otherwise, you got to pick a lane.
And then it's also the communities are all cringe. I hate communities so much.
Well,
like,
you just
whenever I
lost your
read comments,
invitations
I'm
then.
just like, oh god. These people are all terrible people. Not all of them, but like the people that complain are like they're like, actually, you were wrong on this one part, where like you misnamed one person. I'm like, shut up. Like you know that what they meant.
Wait, so say you like go to a convention or something, you would never go to like a fan meetup of something?
No, I will never do a fan meetup of anything. I just don't like communities most of the time. I like most people in a community, but like the people that are bad actors in those community are like the ones that ruin it for me. Like I'll be like, oh, I love this one thing, and as soon as I see like one person make some cringe or like weird things, I'm like, no, maybe I'm not.
Have you ever had a situation when you were streaming that a viewer came in and you felt like they were making you cringe? And I want to like, did you have like a conversation with any? I feel like every streamer has a story where there's somebody that without naming names, they could still be part of your community.
Every once in a while, there's just certain things. There's like sometimes certain things go in certain ways where I'm like, I don't even know how the hell I ended up here, and I'm like, I don't even know what we're talking about, because my stream, for anybody that's ever been there, it ends up going in like those types of areas pretty often. So I've just grown used to it. Like I don't think most things can make me cringe anymore for the most part, unless something catches me really off guard. You'd have to like bring up some weird like fanfic stuff on something. I don't know. I think the only thing that makes me cringe now is like if somebody were to like ship me and one of my friends, which somebody used to do sometimes, but I told them to stop and they stopped, and I was like,
they do what to you?
They would ship me and one of my friends, and I would be like, you better stop.
What does that mean? Ship you?
Them together, like in a relationship type thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never, like a friendship.
Yeah, but like more involved.
Romantically involved.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like the one thing for me that's like I don't like that.
Yeah, that's.
Hey, Ronnie, I don't think I've ever asked you that question, Ronnie. Do you have moments in your stream where there's like probably in the past, nothing recent, but probably in the past where someone's been a little.
I've had similar where I've been shipped, or they'd come in hitting on me, and I'd get hit on. But okay, so like when I'm getting hit on, I'm cool if it's like you guys just messing around, like playing around, like saying funny stuff. But we're not
playing, but go ahead.
You know what I mean. But like when a random person comes in and starts doing it back to back to back, I'm like, all right, you gotta chill.
Me and Ronnie had a similar experience with the same person that would.
Yeah.
It went from Ronnie to me, and I was like, you gotta stop. I forgot about that. Like I just shut off that memory.
He got so tired of me rejecting him that he went to Tim.
And then I was like, at first I was like, it's whatever. Then I was like, you can't keep asking me to take my shirt off every stream as your first message. I was like, you have to stop.
No, and it's funny because we're all in weird positions because we're obviously not like full-time big streamers or anything because we want the viewership. We want someone there. So it's like, how do you tell someone, look, I want you to keep watching, but please quit romanticizing the idea of me shirtless.
Yeah. No, that person I had to like pretty much kick out of my community.
Yeah.
So I was like, it got to the point where I was gonna do a cosplay stream, and I was like, okay, I'll let you guys vote on whatever. And they were like, oh, which cosplay would be shirtless? And I was like, this one, but it was behind on votes. Like another one was at like, let's say 8 votes, and that one was at 3 votes. All of a sudden, they hear shirtless. That one got 27 votes, and I was like, obviously, you think 27 people in my 5-viewer stream came out of nowhere and voted, get out of here.
It says points voting, right? Is that how that happened?
Yeah, that was so annoying. I was like, all right, that was where I drew the line. I was like, you gotta behave yourself, or I'm kicking you out. And then they got upset one time when I bullied them a little bit, and they never came back.
Mm-hmm.
I was fine with it because I was like, this is getting ridiculous.
Yeah. There's been moments where he would like leave and then come back like all the time, but now I haven't seen him in like forever. So I'm sure he found another streamer to do that too.
Yeah. Somebody else.
Ronnie, what did you do? Ronnie, so they were harassing you and you said, you know what? I got just the guy.
No.
How'd you get him? What'd you do to push that on him?
I just kept rejecting. I just kept saying, nah, I'm not doing that. Like he would ask me if I'm like wearing a bra and stuff.
That's crazy. I'm never gonna ask that. That was never on the line for me.
Are you ever suspicious that maybe this person was just joking the whole time and just was messing with you?
In the beginning, yes.
Because if he's asking you about a bra, then it's what's
when
happening.
it happened so much, I was like, okay, this guy might be actually serious. So I was like,
at a certain point, whether it's a joke or it's not, it's still incredibly annoying or uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I just feel like I don't mind like Ronnie said, I don't mind like mild compliments every once in a while from one of the boys. But they're not nonstop being like, hey, Tim, take off your clothes. Like, what?
Right.
Dude, every time you guys stream from now on, that's going to be my opening line. I'm going to open with, please, for the love of God, let me see that chest. Ronnie, are you wearing a bra?
Are you wearing a bra is crazy word. I didn't know he said that to you.
Yes, that
I'd
was
be
like
more
one of the
afraid
first
someone
things
asking me
he said.
that because I have the things to show for it. But Ronnie...
And obviously Tim, you know, he came from like other communities too that we know.
Yeah.
And he would come in and he'd be like, I'm not gonna say names, but this person didn't raid you, and I tried to get them to raid you. I'm like, we have the same viewers anyway. It's not like it matters. Like,
Ain't that the worst?
The weird thing too is like there would be certain communities where that person was 100% normal.
Yeah.
Like, how did we end up with like the weird side? I don't know.
Yeah, he was like a split personality.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Hey, how's stream, guys? How you doing? Oh, I love this game." Or "What's this game?" And then for me and Ronnie, it's like, "Get naked now."
I'm not leaving until I see at least one nipple. Come on.
Yeah, it was like the contrast was crazy. It was like for some people they were like real normal, and other people like I don't know.
Best you'll get from me is my bodysuit. That's all you'll get.
I forgot about that. But do you still have that?
I still have it. Yeah. I'm thinking about.
What?
So when I did my anime cosplay, a couple years, what was it, like 2 years back now? I wore a bodysuit and it's like all muscular.
That was like
I did it on stream.
Times, right? What was that?
It was before AX, yeah.
You could have pinged him at that time. Said, "Look, I finally did it. Look, come here."
You know what? I don't know if he was there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was.
He probably was. 'Cause I think it was around that time. Because I didn't like make a conscious effort to bully him out until like after AX, I think, or like probably like around that TwitchCon year, the time of that year.
I was in your stream when you finally had enough of it. I saw it all go down.
Oh, see, I wanted to see. That's what I wanted. So, were you mean? Did you?
No. Okay. Well, if you want to say that,
I wasn't like mean, but I did bully until the point. Because we were pretty sure that this person was probably in high school age, and I was like, "Well."
So you bullied a high schooler. That's
yes.
really...
I was basically like, "I know
That's
you're
a good
a
look
child.
for you.
Leave me alone."
That's
I was like,
wonderful.
I
it's good that you didn't comply to any requests. Otherwise, you could be a groomer. So we're good.
I was not a certain doctor. I was not trying to go down.
Yeah.
I was like, I think this person's a child, and
I saw that.
True, right?
I saw that.
Didn't he also like delete his tweet admitting to everything? He was like,
yeah,
nobody saw it, right?
Just gonna act like nothing ever happened.
I'm following that story very closely. It's extremely interesting. Part of me wonders, like, I don't know what else he could do, but there's not a single thing that he has posted that people do not immediately respond with. The most vile things you could ever read.
My favorite one was when he posted like the chess and checkers thing, and people started photoshopping a kid onto the other side.
Yeah, that's not a good look either, because even the camera angle, it shows like the point of view from a lower down towards a chessboard.
Yeah.
So it would have been like the point of view from a child.
Yeah, so it was perfect for those people to like edit it. He set himself up for that. I don't know, where he thought that was gonna go.
But yeah, then he deleted the post about him admitting to it. And then he posted something the other day saying like he's like, I'm not coming back because vacation's just too good right now.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it is.
He's trying to get rid of evidence in the meantime, see if people forget.
There's probably some big master plan. Who knows?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, he's playing chess.
I'm anxious. How do you feel? So do you keep up to date with all like this other internet culture drama going on all over the internet? Because you do a deep dives in lore, I kind of always get sucked into these deep dives on this internet drama that happens constantly. Like Mr. Beast recently, all those allegations and everything, and Dr. Disrespect, Cody Co. There's been so much this like year.
Yeah. I keep track of a good amount of it, but mostly through like certain YouTubers. So, like I watch a lot of Moist Critical. He normally,
me too,
at the bare minimum, does like a initial like this is what's going on, and I'm like I'm going with that.
That's probably my main source as well. To be honest.
Because his videos are like what, like 10, 15 minutes long. If it's somebody really controversial, it's like a 20+ minute. You're like, ooh, it's really something going down right now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's simple takes too. It's like I feel like I don't ever have to debate like who's right or who's wrong because it's like he presents the facts in such a simple way.
Yeah.
Well, he had that debate with Sneeko, didn't he? And people are saying that he lost that.
Yeah, but I mean, to Sneeko,
he didn't even know it was a debate, and then
right. Like, well, that's what I mean. Like, people were making it a debate.
Me and Tim will handle this. Ronnie, you don't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not taking. No, I'm on Moist Critical's side. Believe me, I don't like. I'm not a Sneeko fan. Like, no offense to Sneeko fans, but no, I'm just.
Full offense to Sneeko fans. I'll double down.
Okay, all right.
Okay. If you're a Sneeko fan, I feel like you probably are taking middle school math tests.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're an adult. That's probably your reading level.
Yeah, it does show that there is a home for everyone, though. That there is a community for everyone. So
yeah.
Whether it's people that want you to take your shirts off on stream, they can find someone who will probably over on wherever he's streaming.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't say he lost that debate necessarily. I didn't watch the full thing, but apparently he wasn't aware of it being a debate.
Yeah.
But,
Tim,
it could be that's coping.
Tim, imagine the dude going in the Alex stream.
Oh God, no. That's an Alex stream already though, so like it wouldn't even be anything weird. Like it wouldn't be weird. Just be a normal viewer.
I feel like the stuff he's saying though. I mean, unless a lot of people do that, but
wait, you're talking about the shirtless part?
I'm just saying, like, all the crazy stuff he would say to Alec.
Is that guy still around? Is that guy still around? The shirtless lover?
No.
Not in our communities. Not in our communities. If
he would have survived till now, though, we do have a friend that does gym streams, and he does have a routine to take his shirt off. So
you said if he would have survived till now, like he said, life will find a way. Like that's what it sounds like. I will find someone who will strip for me. Like he's just going from streamer to streamer. Yeah. That's really funny. Do you guys ever find yourself post stream when you haven't like researching anyone that's followed you or that you talk to?
Sometimes I will like if somebody's like I'll check if they stream. So I'll check them out and stuff like that. Yeah. But that's pretty much the extent of it. Or if somebody gives me a lot of shit, I'll go and like I'll see like, do you stream? And I'll be like, I'm not gonna like go hate watch them or anything like that. But I'm just curious that like what they be doing. Like, what makes you come to me to, like, give me crap?
Yeah. I've had similar stuff, too, where I'd, like, meet a viewer that, like, just was so interested in me, I'll check them out. Or, like, I've met people at TwitchCon, too, where they'd actually, like, they'd take pictures of my badge and then follow me later. So I'm like, all right, well, I mean, if you're going to go through all that trouble, I'm going to do the same and follow you back and check you out. And I've actually made a friend that way. So that's pretty cool.
TwitchCon's probably the perfect place for that.
Yeah.
And I've just been too lazy to do that most of the time, but
So Tim, speaking of all this, are you okay with talking about your little Twitter beef you had going on?
Are you talking about yesterday?
Yeah,
can we
talk about that?
That was so weird.
We need full context. We have audio listeners only.
Okay, for full context, on Twitter yesterday, I think somebody posted about whatever stuff. I don't remember what this guy replied to, but he was basically like, I unsubscribed from WoW because of this woke nonsense changing body types from male, female to body 1, body 2. And all I responded was, I feel like if you care about body 1, body 2, you sleep with a nightlight. And he took it personal. And he responded basically saying that I was a freak. He used my profile picture on Twitter, which is me in a maid outfit. But it's probably one of the best angles I've ever gotten, where like you can see that I have abs in that picture.
Yeah.
Like I looked relatively fit in that picture. So
Yeah.
I was like, what are you like, this is a roast? You're just making me look good right now. So I responded to that and I was like, you probably haven't seen your wiener in a while. And basically went on, and then I responded again, basically flexing on him. And I was like, anyways, when you're going to start your gym journey, here you go. I hope you have a good journey. But yeah, no, I did actually, that was one of those times where I actually deep dived into somebody's Twitch just to see. And I was correct. He probably hadn't seen his wiener. But he still, he said that he canceled his WoW subscription, but every stream I saw on his Twitch channel was WoW. So I don't even like, I don't know.
He canceled that previous one, but he started a new one right after.
Oh, true, yeah. He canceled the membership for like 1 month, and he was like, I need my crack fiend.
That actually happens a lot with WoW community players.
Yeah.
A lot of them are feeling addicted to the game.
Yeah. It's like, I think we all have, not we all, a lot of people have a game where it's like you have that love-hate relationship with it, but like, don't lie and be like, I quit because of this. And then like, we can, it's not even like he's not streaming so nobody could tell. You're streaming the game.
And quitting for such a dumb reason too, right? Yeah. That's a pretty dumb reason to.
Yeah.
Like, who gets mad at that? Body 1, body 2? Well, I guess there's a lot of people that get mad at it, but
yeah,
it's so irrelevant compared to like. Don't you only create a character once? Yeah.
It's not even that. Like you can see like body 1, body 2. You know, one of them looks more like one thing, more like another.
Yeah, what feminine versus masculine? Yeah.
Yeah. Use your eyes. You need them to tell you what like it looks like. Okay. I can't stand people like that.
I saw.
Let him have it.
And I saw Saturday responded to him as well, and he kind of did the same thing to Saturday.
Yeah, the Saturday one didn't even make. He responded with Saturday at the gym too, and Saturday's calves look amazing in that picture.
Yeah,
shout out to him. He looks very handsome in that picture. It's like, dude, you can't keep posting pictures where people look really good like after the gym. I mean, like, I don't want to look like that. Like, okay.
Look at this sexy hunk. I can't believe this attractive young man said this to me.
Right. So like, he looked so good in the picture that all he did was attack his hair.
Yeah, he was like, I don't want to be a broccoli head. Like, okay, that's all you can say.
Damn, he pulled broccoli head?
Yeah. That's
disrespect.
Literally. Yeah.
God.
The guy was like really reaching at a certain point. Like he like for Saturday, because for me, he called me a freak for the made outfit thing. I was like, I don't care. I'm comfortable in who I am. So like, I'm not what I care some random
made outfits are fine.
Yeah. But for Saturdays, he literally was reaching for straws. He was gonna be like, well, you're at the gym, nerd. I was like, what? I don't know. But yeah. But then I saw some other tweets because I think I went back because somebody asked about like what went down because they don't have Twitter. You know, Twitter now you have to have an account to scroll through it. So I was like looking through his tweets. His tweets are very interesting. And then he was calling us like soy boys and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, this is the individual.
I actually might follow this guy just for fun. All this sounds way more entertaining than what I see.
Oh my god, Flem! If you respond and just get into a Twitter beef with this guy, I would love
because
it.
he'll probably have a lot to say about me. Like, you don't even have hair. You can't be a broccoli head loser.
Damn, I wanted to respond with a tweet with what I said in your Discord. I'm not gonna say it on here, but I was gonna do that. I was like, I better not.
Ron is always ready to fight for his friends.
Absolutely. I would have said something. But
so, live streaming, right? That's where we're at, right? That's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, do you have passions, or does it start and end with streaming, or do you have plans of streaming just a hobby?
What do you mean, like hobbies? Like, do I have other?
I mean, like, do you have visions of yourself? Would you streaming for full time someday, or are you hoping to get a career elsewhere, or pursue this full time?
I think I want to start getting into doing like videos and stuff like that. Like, that is something I want to do, and like do streaming for fun. Mm-hmm. Like, streaming is definitely like, to me, it's never something that I view as like a job ever. Or like a future job. It's more like a for funsy things. But like video content and stuff like that, I can see myself doing is like, if I could get the following, like a fun thing.
So content creator, right?
Yeah.
I would want to do more on the video side and then streaming for fun.
Gotcha.
That's probably like my official take on it.
Yeah. That's kind of what I've always imagined myself for originally, is like I always wanted to make videos ever since like I was a young little lad. But life and getting older, and then streaming is just so much. I'm drawn to streaming now, but like I always feel like someday I'm going to get back around to trying to make videos.
Yeah. I think
is there hidden YouTubes of you making videos somewhere out there?
No.
That we could under Pie Guy 42, there's nothing I'll find.
I have an idea for you guys.
I never did. What was that, Ronnie?
So Flem used to interview people on the street. He said he doesn't have people to do it with anymore. If you guys can do it. Interview people on the street. Oh my god, that would be great.
I wouldn't want to do it. I'm too brown to do that in Texas. I'm not.
You were born and raised in Texas, though.
Oh, true. Yeah, my bad.
I'm not, and we already established changing your skin color is fine. You just have to just the powder.
Yeah.
You guys can find the next Hawk Tour girl.
Oh, true. My thing is that, like, I feel like there's been too many times where I read, like, Texas man talks to the wrong person on the street, or knocks on the wrong door, gets shot.
The climate has changed. The climate has changed out there.
There's just been so many of those.
And I did that video like one time. Ronnie always thinks that I'm like, that's my thing.
Dude, no, I know it's not your thing, but I love that video. I love the way.
It's a good video. It runs on a little too long, but it's good.
The people you had were great too. They were so nice and just funny, and they went along with it. That was great.
Yeah, my issue is always having a cameraman, someone that would be willing to hold a camera. So
yeah, but you guys can go back and forth. Like, all right, I'm gonna hold the camera this time, and then you ask. All right, now it's my turn.
What's the
that would be
question
great.
You think you'd ask right away? I was just trying to promote my YouTube channel. What would you ask somebody?
He really was.
Yeah.
Would it be like, I don't know, would it be sober people or drunk people?
It would be probably a mix of both.
If it's
you had a mix of both, didn't you?
I'm letting it rip. I'm asking them the most like deepest, darkest, like weird things. I'll be like, have you ever spit in somebody's butthole? And then I would love those, because the people, like, you can tell the people that want to lie about it and the people that are just ready to talk off rip. And like those videos.
Unfortunately, a lot more people. I filmed that in Austin, are a lot more willing to talk than you'd hope sometimes. They're jumping right in.
Sounds like the perfect place then. I'm gonna have to go out there and be like, "Hi guys, I have random questions for you right outside this bar," and then I don't know. But yeah, I would never do that in my area though, just because I think I told Ronnie probably knows about this. But when I first moved here, and I was like, I want to go to a bar near my house, and then I looked up bars near me. It was either the first or second bar. The Google photo was like a Confederate flag behind their bar, and I was like, I'm not drinking near my house. Actually, maybe I won't.
Like a group of 8 follow you back home.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was definitely like maybe I'm not drinking anywhere that's relatively close. I was like, I'm going a little bit further out. 2 towns over.
I've always romanticized that idea of drinking at a bar. I don't really have ever done it too much, but I from listening to your guys' podcast on the other one, I get the sense that you are familiar with alcohol.
Yes.
And everyone seems to like to remind you about it. That's what I've noticed too.
I'm known for having a good time.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna say no to more drinks. Let me word it like that.
Tell him about your famous drink.
The Tim T? Oh,
yeah. Yep. Tell him about he has a famous drink.
There was one time we had like a house for like a friend's party, and I came up with this wonderful idea to mix whatever I can get my hands on. And I was like, we're gonna throw some Fireball, a little bit of tequila, some vodka, some Hennessy. Those might have been some other stuff.
You're like a child bartender.
Yes. And I threw like the tiniest amount of like margarita mix, and I was like, this seems pretty good. After mixing like several things that probably shouldn't ever go together. And then because it tasted so vile, we threw it into a funnel, and I funneled it. I blacked out for like 4 hours, and I don't remember anything.
Oh man!
You guys called it the Tim T.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
One day I'm gonna like have somebody actually drink like the whole glass of it and be like, "This is my drink."
You've done competitions for it too, like after that, right? Where didn't you even have like a trophy for it and everything?
No, that's the Tour de Tease.
Oh, that's a Tour de Tease. Okay.
Yeah.
I know you did that too.
Yeah, Tour de Tease that's another thing that's vicious.
Yeah, I've definitely. I love being around you when you're drunk, man. It's a good time. No, when we were at TwitchCon and you had no idea I was there.
Yeah, you just teleported behind me. I was like absolutely blitzed the first TwitchCon I went to, and out of nowhere, we're at this. I think Marty still do the story about this, where this is like the Spanish club where like he busted his knee, but
That was an awesome story. I love that story.
but I was absolutely blitzed at that point. I have like vague memories of that night. One of those memories is seeing Martine fall and then him, that sort of stuff. But we were there waiting for like Ronnie and them to get here, and out of nowhere, Ronnie's just behind me with a drink, like just chilling, like he had been there for like half an hour. I was like, there's no way, like he's been here the entire time. But he instantly teleported near me, and I was like, I don't know what's going on here. We could have talked at that point, and I wouldn't have known. But
you have no idea how long I was waiting, like in the front, because I didn't realize that it was in the back of the club. It was like it was like a club, but it was a different club. So I'm waiting in the back trying to get a hold of somebody, and then finally Pandas just randomly showed up and grabbed me. I was like, oh, okay, here's everybody. Yeah, that was good.
Was that the first time you guys met? Was at that TwitchCon?
No, we met at Anime Expo.
Yeah, AX was the first time I met almost everybody.
Yeah, we met at the airport because we kind of landed around the same time.
Yeah, I think me and Ronnie landed within like an hour of each other. So
yeah. And then we met up with another friend.
Did you guys hug? Did you guys handshake? Did you do something cooler?
I don't remember.
We did the hug. We did. I remember we did the hug.
Ronnie has it written down.
I will say hug then.
That was a good time. We gotta do that again, like AX or some type of convention. I know we talked.
Ever since starting this podcast with you, Ronnie, I've heard so much about conventions and stuff. So okay, AX is anime.
Yes.
That's Anime Expo. Yes.
Anime Expo. Okay. Mm-hmm. Every time I feel like I have to ask you. Then you guys don't do, you do TwitchCon, but you don't do VidCon.
No. VidCon's like the YouTube one, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's
separate, right? So they started doing one in Baltimore. So, I mean, the only reason I haven't done VidCon is because it's out on the West. And I know a lot of friends don't go to that. So, but there is one in Baltimore I might try, but people they've had there just haven't interested me. And I don't really know what they do there, so.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah.
But you guys are so well versed in the scene here with different conventions. So in the next one,
I love conventions.
You're going to see each other again coming up soon at this other
Are you going to TwitchCon, Tim?
Not this year, unless I win the lottery. But yeah,
Got you.
Not this year.
I feel you on that one. Yeah. I feel you.
I'll probably see him again at a convention next year. I think the thing is that conventions are just like the easiest way to get like a lot of people to commit to something. You're gonna be like, hey, random weekend, do you want to fly across the country? Like, it's like, I think for Ronnie it's probably something similar. When I lived in New York, it's like a 6-hour flight. Like, 6-hour flight there and then back, and then flights could be expensive, and then you gotta find somewhere to stay. So it's like, to get people to commit, it's easier when it's like, hey, we're all gonna meet up for this convention or for this concert, whatever it is. It's just like an easy way to get people to go.
Well, are you coming back to New York anytime soon?
I'm going in November, but only for like 3 days.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say whenever you're back in New York, we can meet up.
Ronnie will be there those 3 days if you.
Yeah.
I'm going for a wedding, so you can be my +1.
Let's do it.
Dress, of course,
Wait, you said it's in November. I also got a wedding in November. That's funny.
So does Martine.
Yeah, and Martine does too.
What is up with November, you guys? Yeah, that would be crazy reunion.
Can you imagine?
Mine's in like the beginning of November. Like
same. I keep thinking mine isn't like November 20th, but it's like November 10th or something.
We're gonna find out.
Mine's November 9th.
November 9th. Yeah.
We're gonna find out you guys are related. You guys are distant cousins.
No,
Let's go.
Like a friend's wedding.
We got like a comedy buddy movie coming up here.
It's my
same one.
It's my sister's wedding. You could be my +1. Right, if yours is the 10th, mine's the 9th.
Is there an open bar?
There should be.
Hey, okay. I'll be there, Ronnie.
Bet, let's go. Cool. And I know we also talked about, we talked about it on your stream, like going to EDC and stuff. There's always that as well.
I wanted to go to that this year.
EDC, I know what that is. Electric Dance Community?
Electric, something like that.
What does
Daisy? It's Daisy, I think it's like the second word, isn't it?
I don't know what it stands for, to be honest.
You need to get your convention brain on, because that's not right. You should know that.
I've never been to EDC. A lot of streamers go to that though.
It's one of the. It's Electric Daisy Carnival.
Okay.
I would not have gotten that. I could not have guessed that.
Yeah.
But I mean, we
I'm
talked
not
about that. We talked about that, and I'm definitely down to do that too.
I want to go to a rave of some kind. Next year, I want us all to meet up for like some sort of rave or something.
I'm down. Or just throw another birthday party, and I'll make it to this one this time. I felt so, dude. I wanted to go to your birthday so bad when you threw it. I was like, dude.
It was like you had something I think planned.
I had too much going on with work. I couldn't miss out on work.
It's all good. We'll do another one someday. I just have to see for what, because like. I think that was just because like we had just moved, so I was like, I'll invite my friends over to Texas. Next time I'll be like, maybe you guys ever have everybody come for the rodeo or something. Rodeo's hella fun.
Yeah. Do you guys have like cowboy gear? Do you guys have like the hat and the boots and everything? I know that's a Texas thing.
I don't yet.
Maybe for someone born and raised, maybe. I don't know. I'm not from here.
when I was stuck in the airport for 9 hours in Dallas, that's all I saw was people in like cowboy gear.
And it's expensive. Like some of the hats are like $200, $300. Like
I believe it.
Yeah. I talked to like one of my friends, his nephews live here, and they've been here for forever, so like they're really into it. So they were like going over like, oh yeah, if you had these skins or that fur or this thing, like that's how it costs more. And I was like, this is all getting really expensive and very complicated.
I almost worked at a boot barn 2 years ago. I was getting it as a second job. Oh yeah, I was very close. But then about halfway through the interview, I knew that it was just never. I couldn't do it. Everywhere I looked, it was too country. There's too many cowboy enthusiasts. Too many people with different accents. It all seemed so forced. I couldn't do it.
I mean, Delaware kind of had the accent a little bit, and I mean, they didn't have like a full-on accent, but you can get the country accent in Delaware a little bit.
Well, yeah, you say you come from a long line of rednecks where you're from.
West Virginia.
Yeah.
I can sound like it a little bit if I wanted to.
Yeah, you guys immigrated to Delaware.
I just don't show it.
If you visit for the rodeo, Ronnie, will you do that accent the entire time?
I got you. If I come, I'll do that accent the entire time. Especially if you put some drinks on me, I'll definitely do it.
Don't gotta tell me twice. I'm buying Ronnie beers.
There was one time we were doing shots, and I made the mistake when Tim was pouring shots. I made the mistake of saying, "Just pour me whatever." This man poured me a double shot.
You got some tea.
It was good though.
Learned not to let me be in charge of anything related to anything drink related. Because like there was one time somebody was like, "Oh, I think I played Connect 4, and it was like loser has to buy the other person a drink." I didn't remember even playing. Like I knew we played Connect 4.
Okay, I think I heard this story. I think I've heard you tell this story before. Didn't you win first, but then lose twice?
I don't even think I won one. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was intoxicated and high, so
I always hear those mix very well.
Yeah, that was when we came up with our holy trinity, which is like where you drink like a ton of caffeine, get high, and drink. And I had just hit what is known as a blinker, which is where you use like a pen and you go until the thing is like, hey, you're probably gonna explode your lungs if you keep going, so we're gonna stop you. So I did one of those. But yeah, after losing Connect 4, they were like, okay, you get to pick. And I was like, strongest drink possible, please. Immediately from the bartender.
Do you take pride in feeling and everyone around you as far as your friend groups and being the one who's a little bit indulgent in that? Do you think that are you proud of that, or is that something that you feel like you're a victim of?
I think I like part of it in the sense where it's like if there's new people to a group,
you're always down to clown. They're like, yeah.
I just try to make everybody feel comfortable if I can. Like
for sure.
Just like interact with everybody, be like, hey, how you doing? Like just check on them. So it's like if I'm drunk, I'm like, I have nothing holding my mind back. So I'm like, hey, how you doing over there, random person we've met for like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It's always good having Tim around. We love every moment with him. Everywhere we go.
Right, but I think we would love you just as much even if you weren't drinking.
Of
Oh, yeah,
course.
no, I'm sober a lot of the time. Too. I don't want it to be like he's drunk every time.
Well, that's what I mean, because I noticed on the podcasts that I listened to, I mean, I listened to like 6 podcasts in a row of you guys, and on every single one, you were like, "No, I was sober that time," and everyone in the room was like, "No, he was not. No, he wasn't."
The thing is that when we meet up, we're normally meeting up to party and do stuff, so that's why I'm drinking.
Yeah, all the stories would definitely be around that point.
Yeah, that's when the fun stuff happens.
Absolutely.
It's great.
I don't know. The way I figure is that whenever I'm meeting them, I'm on vacation. I'm not home. I'm off from work. Might as well do the fun stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
What's your streaming schedule right now? Is it just kind of whenever you feel like it, or do we have like an established thing going on?
It's pretty much whenever. There was one time I did like a month straight, and I'll probably do that again soon if I want to. But right now, it's just work stuff is like, I got like deadlines and stuff, so I'm a little bit tired.
Yeah, I understand. I've seen you a few times on this month. A few times, not very often though.
No, I don't know.
He's a very late gamer most of the time.
I'll probably be more consistent when this week or like next week, but yeah.
Yeah.
But you're also on the gym grind a lot too. How's that going?
It's going good.
Cool.
I love my gym. It's good. It's just...
Have you ever thought of going to Miskif's gym? I know that's out there in Texas. What's it called? Like Iron something?
I would want to, kind of. The thing is that it's just like it's far. So like I would have to like make a trip out there.
Like, does he own a gym?
Miskif owns a gym, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, he does? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's expensive to go there though.
So remember, I don't know if you watched the stream where he had like his opening night of like all the he like streamed like a whole night of it. I actually saw Alec in the background one time. He was there.
Baldwin?
No, our friend Alec After Hours, the gym guy we were talking about. He I saw him in the background like while Miskif was talking to somebody. He was in the background signing up.
I don't think that was Alec. That might have been his brother.
Unless he looks just like him, I could have sworn I saw Alec.
They're twins.
Okay, then it might be.
Yeah, it was probably Alec's brother.
I didn't know Alec had a brother and a twin.
Alec has a twin brother.
Wow.
He either does have a brother, Ronnie, or he's really, really playing a fast one on Condolce here.
No, I've met his brother before.
Okay.
They look just like each other, except Alec is like slightly more jacked, obviously, because his whole job is being a personal trainer, so it makes sense. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Have you ever? He lives in Texas too, right?
Alec?
Yeah.
No, he lives NorCal.
Oh, he's in NorCal. I thought he was in Texas for some reason.
Yeah, didn't Martine say that who was helping him?
Did he?
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone talked about him helping them work out with a personal trainer. Maybe it was during one of the interviews I saw you with someone else. Was it with Humble?
Humble meets a lot with Alec.
Humble goes there, yeah.
He
okay,
goes there.
maybe it was that podcast I listened to then.
If you ever see an Alec stream nowadays, you might see Humble in the background just walking. Like,
yeah.
Not just walking around, like doing like workout stuff, but like between his sets, you might see him walking around.
Mm-hmm. I love his little appearances. He's just like into the music and getting it on. Yeah, he's always vibing.
Man, gym's been fun. Gym's always fun.
Good.
I always love seeing like new people going to the gym and be like, hell yeah, brother.
Right.
Yeah, you'll have to teach me how it all works. I don't set foot in gyms. It's like church for atheists to me.
You got that workout video you did.
Yeah. I mean that's pretty, yeah. I mean it does take a lot of fortitude there, but
Tim, you gotta see his workout video.
I'm gonna do my own deep dive.
No, it wouldn't be hard to find.
he plays it like every stream.
Yeah. I think I might have seen it. If somebody's linked it to me, then I've probably seen it.
Well, I don't have it uploaded. So a lot of the things I put on my stream, I don't really have them uploaded anywhere. They're just on my stream.
It's on TikTok.
It's on TikTok.
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna get rid of that though.
No. You gotta wait now. You gotta wait.
No, I'm gonna reformat it because I put it sideways.
Oh, it is sideways.
I thought that maybe that'd be a smarter move, but now I just am repulsed by it, so I might just re-upload it regular.
Is it not on YouTube? I could have sworn I saw you. Could have sworn it was on YouTube.
I think it is. It's on. It's a short, but I don't know.
No,
okay.
I thought maybe the sideways thing would have been good, but I don't really enjoy that.
I love the content you come up with. That's one of my favorite ones.
That was actually I play that one least now because I find it so obnoxious.
Really?
Yeah, I've told you this before, but everything I make, like by the time, like every time I'm in the middle of making it, by the end of it, I'm so done with it. I feel very repulsed by it because yeah, you can only hear yourself for so long. Other than my songs, I guess, but
you guys are probably really used to hearing your own voice. I hate hearing my own voice on like anything.
no, I don't like it. Yeah,
I hate
hearing your
hearing
voice
back.
too,
Yeah. Hey yo. Cause I feel like I sound different off a mic. So when I hear myself on a mic, it kind of does bother me sometimes.
I don't know. I just every time I hear myself, I'm just like, close that clip. I don't want to see it. Or like anything, like any
Get it
video.
away
Like my
from me.
sister will be like, "Hey, I found this video of us from years ago." I'm like, I don't want to hear it.
No, I'm like that too though. Sometimes I can't stand my own voice.
I
Like
think
even when
especially
I
those
record a
years.
song, yeah. Even when I record a song, I don't even like hearing my voice. I'm like, oh, I could have made this sound way deeper or something.
Because
Because
you have to like listen to yourself a ton when you're making a song.
yeah. So I'm like, okay, I want to sound deeper here. Okay, I don't want to sound too deep. It's a lot of work. You need
Do you have any songs
go ahead.
on the way, Ronnie?
Yes, I am working on more songs. I had one song that I was working on. It's kind of a mean song to somebody, but now I can't
we
do
call
it.
that a diss track.
Yeah.
But
You
I
did
can't.
it.
So
Yeah,
it
who
was
are you dissing, man?
to somebody back in the day, but now that I'm single again, I can't really do it because then that person's gonna feel like it's against them, so I can't really release it now. So
Just write in the description. It's not about you.
But no, I do have.
If you think this is about you, it's because you're conceited type moves.
No, but
Nobody
I do have more songs on the way. I actually have a lot of, cause I write all my lyrics on my phone, so I have a lot of lyrics on my phone. I gotta
So
finish.
could you do like a little freestyle preview right now, or?
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, I cannot.
But no, I mean, I do have my two newest songs. I mean, Tim, I know you've heard them. I don't know if Flem, you heard them, but I got two new songs on SoundCloud. I have a kind of like a I'm Back song, and then I have a love song that I put out. Not about any, that love song's not about anybody. I just made it.
Oh yeah, sure.
You haven't heard the love
it's not.
song? No, it's not. It's not. So I have somebody singing on the hook on that song, and the guy also made the beat, and then I just put raps together for it, and it turned out really good.
I'm gonna
But
find it now.
it's on my SoundCloud. But
SoundCloud, I have to create something for that. How do you even do SoundCloud?
you just make the account.
Yeah, I'm not up to date with any of this stuff.
So I made a SoundCloud account a long time ago, and I can't get into the login whatsoever. I feel like I know everything to it, but I just can't log into it. So I just made a whole new one. So now I got like my old account. I actually had like a few followers, like good amount of followers and everything. This one, it's like now I feel like I'm starting brand new and it sucks. I gotta like promote it all again.
So I just typed in DJDubC into SoundCloud, and who the F is this bald guy with his headphones?
That's another thing. So many people. That's
Who's
another
this
thing.
guy?
That's another thing is you're gonna find some, like it's just like on Twitch, like you're gonna find
fans.
somebody with the same name as you. Like luckily I was able to get it on Twitch, but
There's
but, like-
another guy named DJDubC.
yeah, there's
You gotta
you,
find
you,
it.
you can find it. You can find it everywhere. You can
From
find
the
it
UK,
everywhere.
you can't lose
Yeah.
to British.
He's the British version of you.
Every name I've had, people have tried to have the same name as me. So I'm just sticking with this one and going with it.
Can you
What's the
challenge him
song
to
called?
like a old school pistol duel?
That would be cool. Right? Do it in Texas too, that'd be perfect.
Actually, a bunch of DJDubCs. I'd be
Right.
careful.
Right, no, that's the thing. So.
I'd be careful. They all have your.
And they
Some
all
of
say it
them,
different
you
too.
You should be glad that you're not them. Some of them
Mm-hmm.
definitely look like they're wanted posters.
But no, yeah. When it comes
Wanted crazy.
to music, there is going to be a lot of people that have your name.
Oh, I found yours because yours is the most adorable.
Okay, wait. I have two of them though. One of them's my old one. One of them is
Okay,
my
what's-
old one. Is it my headshot one or is it one of me DJing?
Okay, first of all, when you say is it one of you, do you mean the cartoon version of you?
Is it my headshot or is it the one of me DJing?
These are both like little emoji versions of you. I don't know.
Not me.
Lil Nap.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's my artwork. Yeah,
I like
yeah.
it. Okay, I see. Yeah, the art.
Yeah.
I'm only see. Okay,
Okay,
I see.
so you are you are on
Headshot.
my new one. Okay, you are on my new one. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be listening. I have some stuff to listen to now.
I like them. I like them.
I can't wait.
But yeah, I'm kind of working on like a little, cause I don't like to sell my music. So I'm working on like a little mixtape that I'm gonna put out for free. And that's another reason why I didn't put it on like YouTube or anything, cause when it comes to SoundCloud, you could release it for as long as you want. If I wanted to put it on like YouTube or Spotify or something like that, you gotta pay for that, and you also gotta like pay the producers and all that. You gotta do like percentage for everything, and I'm like, okay, well the producers. I mean, not that I don't want to like credit the producers or anything, which I still do, but like that's money involved that I'm paying for, and then I also gotta like give them some of the money. So it's like I'll just do it on SoundCloud and do everything for free.
Yeah.
I didn't know you'd have to pay into all that stuff to put it on YouTube.
It's just like doing a podcast. If you wanted to put your podcast on Spotify or something, you got to pay for it. It's a monthly fee.
Really?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I didn't know that at all. I'm changing.
Yeah, you gotta literally credit every. Like, if you have a songwriter, if somebody wrote your lyrics for you, you gotta pay them. You gotta pay the people that made the beat. You gotta everything, unless you do everything originally yourself. Which, Flem, I know you do everything originally yourself, so you're good.
Maybe that's why I don't know any of this stuff.
No, you're good. I mean, you get all the money.
I have shady ways of making music. I don't know what I'm doing every time I start.
Shady ways is crazy. What does that mean?
Right.
Every time I start a new one, I'm learning for the first time. I have no idea what I'm doing. I find preset drums, and then I modify the drum sounds and try to make them slower or faster depending on I've just no clue how to do anything, but somehow a product is created at the end.
It's like that. It's like that Chris Pratt thing. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I'm really good at it.
Do you have any other sort of projects outside of are you musically inclined? Our last two guests played different instruments in band. Did you ever play a band instrument?
Sadly, I'm not that type of nerd. No.
Oh man.
I was not one of the band or I am like tone deaf as hell, so I'm definitely not musically inclined at all.
But you enjoy music, so that's good.
Yeah, I enjoy music, but I could never make it. Karaoke, I suck. Any sort of
Come on, you love doing karaoke.
I love doing karaoke, but I admit that I'm not good at it. Anything too fast, I'm not keeping up. I can't think that fast.
We did karaoke last year in TwitchCon. We got a big group together and we did TwitchCon karaoke.
Yeah.
What about in the shower? Do you feel is there ever moments when you're singing and you're like, you know what, and then you record yourself and listen back to it and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna keep that in the shower.
I don't even listen to music while I'm in the shower. I listen to YouTube videos. That's when I'm consuming my lore videos and everything.
You gotta get it in however you can.
Or game reviews. I'm always keeping my pulse on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You need to go ahead.
I was gonna say I only listen to music when I'm sometimes while I'm driving, because if I'm driving I'll either find a video that's as long as my drive, or I'll listen to music, or when I'm gaming. The only times I'm listening to music.
Do you commute to and from work, or do you have a good situation? You work from home?
I work from home, so the only time I really leave the house is to go to the gym. That's the main reason that's the only reason I leave the house most of the time.
Okay.
Jealous.
It's late Friday night. You just got back from the gym. You're at home. You're starving. What's your go-to food?
Frozen pizzas.
Okay. What's your go-to food that isn't inside your house?
Oh, that's not inside the house. Oh,
so door dashing or picking it up.
What comes to
okay.
you? Because you're in Houston area, right? I imagine there's a lot of options.
I'm a little north of Houston, so there's not.
Not really.
It's some. I think probably I like Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box goes hard. What is that face? You don't like Jack in the Box?
I can't get behind the concept. Egg rolls and burgers. I can't do it.
Don't get the egg rolls. The burgers go so hard there. They had these loaded popcorn chicken things recently that they got rid of, and I was so sad.
It seems like food that's all created from Flint Lockwood from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. It doesn't look real. It looks like AI food.
No, Don't judge Jack in the Box. No.
Hey, don't worry. I find it better than Arby's. Like this nerd up here.
Arby's.
Oh my god! Don't.
The only Arby's I ever enjoyed was in like a Florida Arby's one time, and we were only there because
I think that's a steakhouse in Florida.
we were only there for a couple days. So like we were like, oh, we're just gonna get Arby's on the way back to the hotel, and it was the only time I was ever like, this is actually not that bad. Every other time, like I tried to get it, I was like, this is the worst fast food I've ever had in my life.
It must be a Delaware thing. It must be. Yeah. It must be phenomenal in Delaware because honestly, a lot of people in Delaware love Arby's. So it must be a Delaware thing.
The only way you can prove it, Ronnie, is to get a tat.
Arby's tat.
Arby's tat.
Do I get their slogan or do I get the logo? We got the meats.
That other looking thing, whatever that is.
I'm curious.
Get the we got the meats right beneath your belly button.
That's actually not a bad tattoo, Ron. You should get that one. I agree.
But also include a beef and cheddar on there, though, if you can.
I'll make it a community goal with channel points like Tim does.
How many channel points? I have a lot saved up. Don't test me.
Yeah, that's scary because I know a lot of people have them saved up.
Like I'm always like, if anybody's live, I'm always lurking. So like, even if, I won't type most of the time because I'm like gaming.
I'm the same. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I've seen you lurk in mine. I try to lurk in yours as well.
So yeah, I just know that like if you guys ever start something and I notice it, I'm putting channel points into it. Like
for sure. Actually, oh no, I got all your notifications on. Oh, no. Every time a notification pops up, I do it. Even if I'm on mobile and I'm just like chilling, I'll throw you guys on mobile and put my phone away.
I try to. It's like a full-time job having all these lurks up. I'm like my computer's constantly on now.
You made a whole song for it.
Yeah, I know. I stand by it. It's the easiest thing someone could do to support someone. I stand by it, but my computer hasn't been off in like 3 weeks. It's like constantly on.
I used to do that more often, but now I'm like, my computer makes my room hot, so I'm like, I just gotta turn it off sometimes.
Yeah.
Before I sweat myself out. In New York, it was whatever, because New York is like kind of cold. Like I'm sure like Delaware's like the same way, where it's like it's just like it's whatever. Like you open a window and like cool off. Over here, if I open a window, it's just as hot.
Like, yeah, how are you feeling about this Texas heat? It's pretty bad right now.
I like it.
I'm dying. It's awful.
I love it.
You must have good air conditioner.
My thing is that I even like just going outside. Like I'll step out. Like so, we're split in my house where like my dad and my sister hate the heat, and me and my mom like it. So like I'll step outside. It'll be like 90 degrees. I'm like, hell yeah, this is nice weather. Or like it'll be 100 degrees sometimes. So I'll be like, love this. And then they're like, this is too hot. Unless I'm doing stuff. It's brutal.
I think I was gonna say I think the heat's really nice if you walk outside for 5 minutes every 2 hours. I think it's really great to be like, wow, the sun's still here, cool. But if you have to do anything in it, that's where it becomes miserable.
I don't know. The day of the convention, it was like 100 degrees outside, and I was like, it's nice.
Ooh.
Was the convention outside?
No. It was like a 5-minute walk to the
convention. Again. Maybe I should clarify my point. Maybe it's only great in short experiments.
No, I don't mind it. The thing is that I don't know. My people are tropical people. No, I'm joking.
My people are tropical people. From New York, claiming to be born and raised in Texas, stays inside, goes outside 5 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
Uses the heritage card.
My thing is that like I hated the cold though. So like in all my years in New York, I never got used to the cold. I despise the cold. So like I like it hotter.
Well, the snow in New York is like 10 times as worse as it would be in like Delaware or somewhere like that too.
New York snow is brutal.
Did you get a lot of like school cancellations growing up for snow issues? Or?
Yeah.
And being on the island too.
Yeah. Yeah, like it was the other part. It's like we have nowhere to go. Like you have like a couple bridges and they all bring you to like New York City, which is not much better. Or you can go to Connecticut by ferry.
Do you have this fear? Sorry, this is kind of off topic, but I just thought of it. Because you grew up in pretty much, you've seen the city probably more often than the average person.
Yeah.
I would assume so. So many movies that depict terrorist attacks, movie violence, bombs, tsunami, all these terrible events always seem to center around New York. Is that a fear? as a New Yorkian growing up that you're about to die?
Not really. I was more scared of like the homeless people than any of those sorts of things. Because we've had a couple homeless people.
Hot take. Go ahead.
No, like this is like some of them have like definitely threatened to stab me before, or like done crazy stuff where like you're just walking down the street and they're lighting up the crack pipe right next to you, and you're like, this is a weird area to be in. But like I've never been like, oh no, they're gonna bomb me. I don't know.
No,
I've had that fear.
I've had my last time in New York. I had a little. I don't know if it was my last time, but I've had interactions with not interactions, but I've seen homeless people do crazy things. Walking down the strip, just doing themselves, if you know what I mean. Like, you know?
Pleasuring.
Yeah, pleasuring themselves. Yeah.
I believe you though, because I've definitely seen some things, but like. Yeah,
and then I was on a I think I was somewhere, and then I heard some lady talking to another lady, and she was like, "Well, he's dead now. I don't know what we're gonna do." I was like, "Well, okay, I'm gonna keep going." So yeah,
terrible bystander. You're supposed to call 911.
That poor dude needs help.
Probably.
One of the last times I was in New York, though, we were going out for my cousin's birthday. I don't remember how old she was turning, but we were on the subway going towards the club, and a homeless dude was like shadow boxing in front of us. Like he went like in front of all of us, like one at a time. And I was like, "Oh, that's crazy, whatever, right?" Then out of nowhere, another homeless dude pulls out like we think it was some sort of blade or whatever, and like fake stabs at my cousin, and then just walks away as well. And we're like, "What the hell's going on right now?" And then we also saw one of those legendary New York City rats that was like the size of a small cat, like a couple of days afterwards. That was a very interesting night.
That sounds terrifying. So he fake stabbed. So did he have like a prop knife?
We don't know what it was. It looked like a razor blade or something.
I love the idea of like a magician homeless guy who threatens people with fake weapons. That's fantastic.
Yeah. No. There's been a couple of homeless people that have threatened us, but like that was like the most like vivid memory. I don't know. That's definitely
that would stick in my brain. Yeah, that would stick in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we almost got stabbed. You know, just chilling.
It's crazy. I've been when I was my first time in Los Angeles, I got in and out, and I was carrying it back to the hotel, and I had a homeless person trying to get it from me. That was probably,
It's just good marketing for them. You just gave them stellar marketing.
But no, that was probably my craziest homeless person experience, besides seeing the dude pleasuring himself.
Yeah, I think one ranks a little higher than the other.
Yeah.
I think maybe one's a little bit more outlandish.
Did he charge you for the show? He was like, that's $1. Did he try to get money from you after?
He was just minding his own business, doing it, walking down the street. He was doing it in front of everybody.
Some people will charge for that, you know.
It was just like a normal day for him, just walking down the street doing it. So many charges could have went against him.
What are they gonna do?
I was worried about the legal repercussions.
That dude does not care at all.
I know.
He would have stared down the cops doing it if they would.
Right.
Maybe that's why he was doing it to begin with. He wanted to go. He wanted to get out.
Maybe.
I've heard that before. I've heard stories like that. That's a better place to be.
Yeah. He probably knew the exact amount of time he would get for it, too. He was like, yeah, I got 30 days in the house for this one.
Yeah, officer, I did it long enough. I did it more than 12 minutes. that is, I went by 3 schools.
Do you guys not have like a big homeless person thing going on in Texas, or is there a lot?
3 homeless. I don't know where they go. It's too hot for them.
Oh, yeah, they're probably underneath Houston's turnpikes and stuff.
That's what I would think is probably like in the Houston area.
In general, I see very few homeless people compared to like New York or like California or anything.
Well, I just lived in Austin. There's a ton of homeless. There's a huge homeless population in Austin, but it's almost like it's weird because a lot of them are like influencers in their own right in a weird way. Like they will be like known for things. So like when my dad was visiting, he like interviewed a homeless guy just on accident. He was just sitting out by a bench, and the homeless guy was like, "Yeah, we love it here, you know." And like everyone that went by was like waving at him, like, "Oh, look, there's homeless Ted." Like
Yeah.
And like a lot of them have like these cool, like one of them built a literal tree house up near like one of the roads. Like it's interesting, but there's like a whole culture.
He's not homeless anymore, then, right?
That's true. Yeah, he's off the list. Yeah, that's a good point.
That's not homeless anymore. That's a
self-made man. My bad.
Yeah. Well, a lot of them are getting like the TikTokers that'll come up to them and then say something, and then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, by the way, here's cash."
Yeah.
I didn't know. Well, I just feel like out here in Houston, it's definitely like underneath like certain roads, like you're saying. Like that's where you'll find them. But like compared to New York, it's like it feels very rare to see them. I always just figured it was like a heat thing. They're just like somewhere else.
Like closer to the beaches, probably a lot of.
Yeah.
I would go near water if I was homeless. I think. A lot of free amenities on the beach too. There's a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fountains, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
We're solving the world's problems, guys.
Well, anyway, Tim. So, not to change the subject, but we want to talk about your podcast because you're also a part of a podcast.
Yes.
You have a special episode coming up. I mean, by the time that our episode airs, you've already done it because you do it on Tuesdays.
Yes.
You have your 50th coming up.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it, or you still feel like you shouldn't talk about it?
You want me to give you the real details?
If you want,
because this won't come out till after.
Yeah, it doesn't come out till after, so it's up to you.
It is Sunday, about to be 11 p.m. We have no idea what we're doing for the 50th episode.
Oh, really?
We don't know. There's nothing planned. We had an idea, but like I don't know what we're doing. Yeah, no. 50th episode. We have no idea.
Get something really juicy for a second,
no.
Right?
I asked Martine yesterday, and he was like, "I don't know. We have nothing."
Did you just leave it all to Martine? You're like, Martine, figure it out.
No, like we were like, oh, we don't know if we're gonna do a gaming one. We don't know if we're gonna do like maybe like a little drinking experience. Like we don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should just resort back to what you know and stuff those pockets full of food.
Oh God, no! I technically.
Every 10 minutes an alarm goes off. You have to pull out a chicken wing.
Oh, that's terrible. I'll never admit to this again after this pod. If somebody like wants to like clip it and like send it to me and be like, actually, you did say this. I still owe one more food pockets. But like the thing is that I said it can't be anything liquid, and all they listed was liquid things, and I was like, I'm not gonna deal with this right now.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Yeah,
that's not fair.
Soup in my pockets, like
Jello.
We have a rug. Like
Jello, yeah.
Yeah, no. I technically do owe one more food pocket, so I could do that for like the 50th episode in theory. I'm not going to.
It'd be funny if you didn't tell them and then halfway through
did it.
Get a shirt pocket and use a spoon and just start.
Yeah.
It's technically it's still a pocket.
The thing about the food pockets and the reason I don't do it
it's a lot of
things, certain things sure. Is there's several reasons, but the main reason is I either have to clean the clothes after or throw them out. It's one or the other. And I don't want to clean certain things out of my pockets. Like the ravioli ones, I used jeans that I was never going to use again. They were like really ripped and they were already pretty much done. And I was like, I don't care about these. I don't have anything that's like that right now because I got rid of pretty much any clothes that was that level of like worn down. I got rid of before the move. I'm not going to bring that with me.
Right.
So it's like I either have to commit to getting something cheap from like a Walmart or something, like $5 shorts to do it in, or I don't think
that's too much. That's not too much of a commitment.
No, it's like an hour drive. It is a commitment.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
It's Walmart. Well, it's like an hour there and back because like the nearest Walmart's like 30 minutes, like to get to. So it's like
I'm sure. Look, there's like a Dollar General everywhere. I bet you got something like that nearby.
But listen, I'm lazy. I'm very lazy about leaving the house. I don't leave the house until like 11 p.m. because I go to the gym late. So like nothing's open. I'd have to commit, or I'd have to like buy shorts off Amazon. I'm just
TikTok shop.
Oh, I could do TikTok deals. You're not wrong.
Hopefully they'll show up.
True.
Technically, I do. I don't know what to do with it.
So nothing crazy on the 50th.
We might do something spicy. Who knows? Maybe we'll come up with something in like the next like day.
That's actually the most innovation comes when under stress.
Yeah, exactly. I think we'll be really creative. I'm gonna bully them to tomorrow probably to be like, hey, what are we actually gonna do?
I'm just gonna see you guys in the what do you mean by that Discord in a video call for like hours before you actually start.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows?
Cool. So like, are you enjoying the podcast? Is this like something you've always wanted to do?
It's not something I've always wanted to do per se. Like it was like, but doing it has been very fun. I do enjoy it. It was never
Good.
like something I ever thought like, hey, I'll do a podcast one day because I don't know. Because to me, I was always like, I don't know who I would. In terms of content stuff, it was never like something like I thought I would be good at doing. And I don't even know I'm good at doing it. Like I'm just like, well, like have a fun time. Just let it roll.
Yeah. It's just having a good time.
I think at a minimum, it teaches you to have conversations, with the same people and still spark something new, which is, I think, a skill in its own right. I think it goes beyond, and it kind of correlates to with streaming. So
yeah, I would agree. I think it's helped me with like certain parts of streaming for sure. So it's like I really do enjoy it.
Nice.
It's been fun. Learn new things because it like forces me to like expand like what I pay attention to news wise to be like, all right, let's see if this is something relatively interesting to talk about on the pod. In that way. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'd say for me, like growing up, I was always like a quiet guy, and I still kind of am in a way. So I've always used like music and DJing and streaming and this podcast as a way as like forcing myself to talk, to get myself out there and conversating and talking publicly.
Well, I'm glad you do it.
Well, Flem, I was always quiet in school too.
Oh yeah.
So.
I don't think I've ever talked to you until you started streaming. So.
No, he talked. I remember when you had hair.
Yeah, there was a time. There was a time. Those days.
I never had that like introducing myself to. I don't know how to word this. I'm still very like quiet. I think around you see like where times where like I'm just not just chilling, but like the whole like forcing myself to talk to people because of certain parts of my background, I didn't have that luxury, so I was always forced to talk to a lot of people because I grew up in church and I was like part of like certain leadership parts of that. So like I would always have to like if somebody's new, it's like, hey Tim, you have to go talk to those people. I'm like, God damn it. So it's like I had to like get
used that in church.
I would have to like introduce myself to people, like talk to people about stuff. Like even if I didn't really fully understand certain things, I would always like try to be like, I understand certain parts of what you just said. So like talk to people about stuff like they know and stuff like that. So I feel like that definitely helped me with certain parts of streaming in a way because it's like, you get to know you pick up certain things, like if somebody's like a car dude, you pick up certain things from talking to that guy and be like, hey, I can talk to you about it for like 2 seconds at a very surface level, but
yeah, you have like a whole arsenal of little conversation topics.
Yeah,
I understand that completely.
Definitely helps for sure.
It's like me learning about TwitchCon and stuff.
Yeah, now
I'm learning. I'm getting there. One day I'm gonna have my own story about it.
We need to get you out hanging out with us, dude.
Would you? Are there any conventions that you would want to go to, Flem?
My life's a little different, I've got like the family with the 2 kids, and if I ever did something, it'd have to be extremely local. Like
that's fair.
I'm in San Antonio area. I'm sure there's something that's
I've seen conventions out there.
Yeah.
Because like I've looked at like Texas conventions when we were coming out here just to, like see what's in the area. So like there's definitely got to be something like you guys could go to. And there's definitely for the nerd conventions. There's always like a ton of kids. I don't know what your kids are into, but like there's always like stuff that like parents bring their kids to.
We're real into Mario and Minecraft, so
I'm sure you could find something related to that, like convention wise.
Mm-hmm.
And it's and I say that like it's completely restrictive. I'm sure there's a time where I can get away, but right now it's just it's not so possible.
Just curious.
We'll get there. Kids are still young. They're only getting older. Yeah. I hear they have a birthday every year, so it's kind of nice. Speaking of which, I'll let you guys wish me a happy birthday. Tomorrow's my birthday, so you can go ahead and...
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Flem.
Yep.
Happy birthday, man.
That's what I needed. That's what I wanted to hear. That's why I agreed to this.
That's cool.
Tracks for this episode.
Are you doing anything special for it?
I'm working. No.
Nothing after? Oh wait, it's Monday. You're streaming, aren't you? You're doing a special birthday stream?
I probably won't mention it. I forgot that you would know that, so now I feel like I shouldn't have said it. But yeah, I'm not gonna do anything about it.
You should have him do a birthday DJDubC shot.
Yeah.
That would be. I don't think Ronnie has enough points. I don't think he.
He's gonna go check after this.
I'm gonna look right now. And while I look at that, Flem, I want to hear about this little contest that you're in. This little nomination that you have. Flem is nominated for an award. I want to hear about it.
Oh, so I don't know how it came about or how it happened. I think everything to do with Ride or Die. I don't know if you've seen her in my community. She's got her own community, but she's a very, very cool streamer. Just randomly sends me a message one day, say, "Hey, you've been nominated for this." So I think she had a lot to do with it. It's some. I mean, I don't want to get the details wrong. Who's hosting it? Let me look real quick.
I have 59K, by the way, so I can definitely do it at least once.
Tomorrow that thing's about to go up to
right?
65K. Who did this?
Let's see here.
Ronnie, you gotta message me if you redeem it. Ronnie, let me send me a message first.
I got you.
Stars Award.
Rising
and
Star.
The Rising Star Award. Literally, it goes to risingstarAwards.com. That's as much information as I really know about it. But there's a bunch of different categories, and I'm nominated for the E for Every Game category.
Nice.
Which I think is pretty fitting since I'm playing, every game I can think of through the alphabet. So
like the turbo variety category.
It's like turbo variety. It's like
Okay.
And it has been very variety, so far.
Yeah.
So I think it does fit.
Of the people I watch, I feel like you and Ronnie are like the most variety. Like I feel like I'm variety, but like you
really
are turbo variety. I don't know, because I feel like I don't know. Like most of the people I watch like play like 3 games at a time. Like not 3 games at a time, but like they have like 3 games that like they might play. Like,
you used to be variety like crazy. Yeah, I mean
but like offline.
You are very variety, but like when I first started watching you were playing like 3 games a stream.
Yeah.
You would go from like GTA to League.
Indecisive, but now I'm like committed. Like if I'm doing something, I'm like I do this, I might swap once.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think for me is like I don't necessarily. I kind of lost touch with it. I've mentioned this several times. I don't know if you've heard it yet, but I've lost touch with playing video games at all, like over the past several like years of my life. And that could correlate with just becoming a parent and stuff. I don't know. But like I never played like solo games or anything. Everything was just like, okay, the next battle royale, the next online game or whatever. So I felt like I lost touch. So now when I try to play a game, I'm trying to like literally revisit or experience what people like about games.
I feel like that's like a cool thing to do, and then you get to like see like why did people hate this at the time? Why did people love this at the time?
Yeah.
It is interesting, but I don't plan. I think once I'm done doing my challenge, I probably won't be so variety. I'll probably try to pick a game or two to really hone in on because I feel like I need a home.
Yeah. Here like Fortnite obviously is like a very.
I've heard. I've never heard. What is that again?
It's like this game about like Fortnite save the world.
Well, Ronnie's on the grind.
True.
Right now I am because I bought the pass. Yes,
he's on the grind this season,
I played it one time with everybody, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy the pass. And
if you fold after one time, you're buying the pass.
Because it's Marvel season, and I love Marvel, so it's like, you know what?
For you, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'll accept it.
We love that for you. We love that for you, buddy.
No, there's a game I want to check out that actually releases tomorrow. Wukong, that Wukong game.
That's tomorrow.
That comes out tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh damn! I didn't realize.
It's like $60. So I'm like, do I really want to buy it now? Like,
no, I would want to try that game, but then Space Marines. So I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
Listen, big fighting.
How you liking Shroud's game?
I like it. That game is so. For anybody that doesn't know, Shroud's game, Spectre Divide, it plays very similar to like a Valorant or CS. And it's like a instead of 5v5, it's 3v3, but everybody gets 2 lives, so it's a 6v6 with 3 players. I think that game requires more communication in certain aspects than like the other ones do. Like you have to.
I agree.
3 stack. I can play solo CS any day of the week. I would not play like solo Spectre Divide like as often as I would play a solo CS.
No.
But it's probably built in mind for competitions. Like,
yeah.
I feel like that's kind of the hit. If he were to make a game, I feel like it would be geared to that.
Yeah, it's very competitive in that sense. And it's like playing with friends, I think it's one of the most enjoyable things I've done. like in terms of like comp gaming, but it's also like playing with randoms. Some of the people like I would be like, "Hey guys," and then they would never. Sometimes they say "Hey" back once and then never respond. I'm like, these comps are so good.
Like not even in the text chat, they would never.
Nope.
By the way, it took me forever to figure out how to do text chat.
Ronnie, you shouldn't bring it up.
I was looking for.
Bring it up. It was embarrassing.
I was like, how in the world do I do this? I'm like pressing every button on my keyboard, and then I found out it was enter. I was like, oh, okay, well. I was googling like.
Man, I missed that.
I'm googling it. I'm like, all right, how do you talk Inspector Divide? But of course it's new, so like nothing's on it, and I'm like, okay, well. And then I saw one thing. I'm finally done talking about it. I see one thing later on where it says press enter to talk in text chat. I was like, oh, okay.
I'm not gonna lie, that would have been one of my first things to try.
I know that's
because people, because my
he shouldn't tell this story.
my camera blocks text chat on purpose just because I don't know what people are gonna say. But I still wanted to respond to people. I still wanted to respond to people and be like, because people were being funny and like. It was good. It was a good time, and like people were being nice and everything. And I actually liked them, so I wanted to talk to them back, and I couldn't figure it out.
No. The game doesn't seem that toxic yet. So
no, it's no. I haven't any toxicity yet either.
That is gonna become toxic. I just want to know if it's gonna be like CS toxic or Valo toxic because they're like two different types.
Yeah, because I played the first beta of Valorant when that came out. It wasn't toxic at all, and now it's like. You can't get into a game without getting yelled at. Yeah. Marvel Rivals comp, you feel like you're playing Overwatch. That is so toxic.
It looks like you're playing Overwatch 2.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2, yeah. Like you feel that okay, like
well, I didn't mean the sequel. I meant like as well, but yeah.
they're like, man, switch to support. No, do this, do that. It's like, jeez. It's just a beta.
Community, man. That whole like thing. So like. I still want to try Marvel Rivals, but it's like, I can't see myself playing it like comp-wise, just because, like you said, like, that Overwatch style of toxic is annoying.
Yeah.
Like, those people are just like, at least like with CS, it's like some Russian dude calling me slurs, and I know that like he's just really mad that I messed up one time. I'm like, hey, whatever, it's my fault. Or like Valo is like the Edators, and they're like, no, I can't believe you killed my Pookie Bear, and it's like, so Overwatch is like a different one because like they're like, you gotta swap the character you're playing right now or I'm gonna piss myself, and I'm like, bro, calm down. I feel like you definitely know what I'm talking about. Like if you've played Overwatch like in that sense with like randoms, like they're always like, why are you playing that character? They got nerfed 3 patches ago. You should have known this.
Through a headset. That's insane.
Yep.
They're like that though. Like if you're not playing the characters they want you to play, they'll like throw your game and they get really mad.
Can you? Speaking of the e-dating thing, can you do another challenge where it's the e-date girl again? But I want you to talk like an anime kid the whole time.
God, no.
Like, oh my god, I'm really talking with a girl. There's a girl in my lobby.
Never. That would make me cringe so hard. No.
I wanted you to, when you did it the last time, we were talking in Discord, we wanted you to end it like an actual date. Like, I had a great time. I hope I see you again.
God, no.
Oh, man.
I feel like certain parts of like my cringe meter go off and I'm like, I can't do that.
No, but, okay, so, we are coming up on the 2-hour mark. Tim, we hope you had a great time talking with the man. Do you have like any advice that you want to tell people, or just anything in general? You have questions for us? It's all you right now.
Let it rip.
Yeah.
Just be yourself and let it rip. You'll find people that vibe with you the way that you are. So definitely don't try to change yourself to like fit into anything.
Absolutely.
Just be you.
Nice.
Mad respect.
Yeah, I definitely had a very fun time. I hope I was a good guest. I don't know.
You were a great guest. You were a great guest, man.
What episode are we on? 6?
We are on 6. Yes.
Top 6, my man.
Yeah, man. So, you were definitely one of the first people I had on the list to get on. So, yeah.
I'll be back for episode 69. Hell yeah.
We hope we hope you do come back, man. We'd love that. You can come back anytime you want to come on, dude. You're on.
Listen, whenever you want me back, I'll be here.
Absolutely, and hopefully
you'll be in the mushroom forest.
Yeah, I'll pick a different forest next time.
Hopefully we can get like a collab podcast going soon too. Like
Yeah,
have
we
all
definitely
of us. Yeah, get a
I
whole.
know that Martine was talking about it, so
Hmm.
him as the definitely manager of the group. You have to bully him into setting it.
For sure, for sure. But cool, Tim, we appreciate you being here. We'll see everybody for episode 7. Flem, do you have anything that you want to say before we end?
I'm just happy to be here. I'm having a blast.
Cool. Well, everybody, this has been episode 6. We appreciate Condolce for being here. We will see everybody for episode 7. This is DJDubC. This is Flemoxicillin, and we will see you guys next time.